Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rock Coliseum, song versus song. Holy crap! Why didn't we do something like this sooner? Hopefully you guys all are doing well. I see a lot of people filling into the chat room right now. We just sent the alert out, so hopefully we get more. If you can, please share the link out. It helps a ton to get more and more people into this for all the suggestions. Before we get to the rules of Rock Coliseum, in case you're new here, let's do some brief introductions. John, go ahead and tell all the lovely people who you are.
Hi everybody, I'm John. I run the channels ARTV and Beyond ARTV, all things music, right here on YouTube. And stick around after Rock Coliseum tonight because I am premiering directly after this video, Deftones ranked worst to best every album.
I'm for that. Okay, very nice. Mark, would you please go ahead?
Hey there, folks. Mark from Spectrum Pulse. Talk about music, movies, art, and culture. Also run the side channel Billboard Breakdown, where I talk about the inanities and insanities over there. Right now, I actually don't have anything I'm premiering, which is odd for me. Let's move on.
Okay. Fair enough. Crash, go ahead.
Hey, hello, everyone. I'm Crash Thompson. I run the Crash Thompson channel over on YouTube. I'm talking about pretty much the same thing these guys do. I talk about music, both new and old. I just recently premiered my latest edition of Bad Album Covers, Volume 5. That dropped on Monday.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Doing
things. All of y'all watching Rock Coliseum, y'all are doing things. Feel proud about it.
And my name is Luke Spencer. I host the channel you're watching right now, Rocked. Thank you all for tuning in. I saw it jump up from 160 to about 220 or 230. I have to tab in and out, so I have no idea how much there is right now, but I'm sure we'll get it there. So just so everyone's aware, Rock Coliseum is where you have to say in what we decide on. This time with a special twist. You're going to put two songs against each other, whether that's from the same band, it's a cover versus the original, two wildly different songs, as so long as they're rock, metal, alternative, indie, punk, industrial, whatever. As long as they're songs we know, make us choose between one or the other. Which son or daughter on the raft are we going to let up, and which other child are we going to let float away into the Coliseum? Why are you guys shaking your head? We've killed off people way worse in the Coliseum than that.
That's a good point.
I mean, way worse. So, anyway,
Very true.
As Chris Doman just said in the channel, please hit the like button right now to help push this video as far as possible. Like spike helps to push this out through YouTube for people who aren't subscribed. Again, the more people, the better. This helps this a ton. I hear an alarm, so that means not enough people are hitting the like button. Please hit it right now, because that would really, really help.
Alarm, guys. Come on. What are we doing?
Yes. So, also, before we get going, you'll catch this up as we go along. I know this is a long preamble. Final thing, if any of our audio cuts out or is weird at any time, please let us know. Just like, hey, Luke, we can't hear you. Crash, we can't hear you. John, you're way too loud. Whatever it might be. So I was just random. That was not intentional. So whatever that might be, however. And finally, for Super Chats, you might see a lot of them coming in if you're new. The second hour is dedicated to Super Chats. We go through as many as we can at random. All Super Chats will be finished on a document later. So don't feel like you're wasting your money if you don't get read. We will go through as many Super Chats as possible at random. I think that's about it. The first hour, however, is a free-for-all. So, you don't have to pay for the first hour if you want to get a chance to have your Super Chat read. All you have to do is be specific of which artist and song versus song you want covered. Again, they could be the same artist, two songs on the same album, different songs on different albums, different artists altogether, covers, whatever it is. It just has to be song versus song for this episode. Gentlemen, did I explain everything properly? Because this is like the 12th time, and I feel like this time I finally got it down.
Judging by the number of suggestions that are flooding into that chat, I think they get the idea.
Could you let me finish before you start pumping those out? All right.
Well, I think one thing that we want to stress is that we want this to be songs that we know. Yes, I think with albums, we have a little bit of the benefit as we might not remember all the songs on the albums, but we remember enough to get by. Or same sort of thing with artists. Songs are more specific, and I feel like that could be. We'll probably run into more cases where at least some of us just don't know.
Right.
So we just want to keep that in mind.
Yeah, and for the first hour especially, because that's really important, so we have a good discussion. If you suggest a random B-side from 1981 from a band, no matter how much you love that band, from Zach and the Zactones, it's not going to lead to that good of a discussion.
Yeah.
That band's going to break up eventually.
I know.
Let the Lord grow, Mark.
Zach the Zactone. That's it. That's the new moniker.
No, Zach's going solo, but unfortunately his name is... So no one will be able to tell the solo artist from the original band stuff.
I was one of the Zactones. Man, that's a behind the music.
That's documentary right there.
Oh.
So wait, is this Zactone or Zach and the Zactones? I'm it's
His middle name is Anna.
Anna.
Yes, there we go. Stupid. I'm sorry. I will do that for myself. You guys can't hear it. I gave myself the foghorn. I think we've dawdled enough. So, for everyone at the sound of my voice in the YouTube chat, thank you for joining us. Now is the time to give your suggestions of the first song versus song. I'll wait 10 seconds, and then I'll look over, because I had the chat popped out. Oh, do I even want to know? Because I can't imagine.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just looking at it.
Fair.
I'm looking at it. I've got my eye on it. It's a lot of suggestions.
Okay.
A lot of people already asking for impressions.
Yes. Crash, I'm sure we'll deliver for the song versus song.
Thank you guys for all the super chats.
They've got some good ones. They've got some good ones.
And stop. Hey, well, that's a good one. See, we didn't land. I hate it when we start on a bad one. This is a good one, and this is something we all four of us know.
Okay.
The Killers, Mr. Brightside, versus White Stripes, Seven Nation Army.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
See, that's a good one, though. That's a good suggestion.
And it makes sense for the comparison.
Yes. Okay, I have an answer. Everybody else?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we'll do it this way. It's just in order that I read them. Killers, Mr. Brightside. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking.
You guys won, and then I was the lone vote for Seven Nation Army. So I'll go for Seven Nation Army. The main thing is the bass was such a strong hook for me that's one of the songs that really got me to start trying to practice bass more and like get creative with one note. That's all in the D line too. That's it. Doom, 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 doom. That's it. See, that's what something I loved about the White Stripes. They got creative with simplicity. And I feel that song really sold that well. I love Mr. Brightside. I love the Killers. Do not come after me. That's just my opinion, and that's why I voted for that one. So, let's go with Crash first. Crash, why do you think Mr. Brightside gets the thumbs up?
See, I bet this might be a bit of a surprise because I'm not like the biggest Killers fan out of us. You know, I'm not like I don't necessarily stan the Killers, but man, Mr. Brightside, like man, most of Hot Fuss, they just absolutely annihilated. And Mr. Brightside, it's so peppy, it's so fun. That tempo, those drums are just so. It's just such a vibrant melody. One of Brandon's best vocal performances, at least in the early days, too. Like, just. There's not enough good things I can say about that song. And it's fun because I know the vocal harmony that goes along with that melody. So when I do it in karaoke, I can just bust out those choir skills I never got to actually use in any real capacity. So
fair enough.
Yeah,
clarification on mine. I know it's a guitarist and a drummer for the White Stripes. They use bass in some of their songs too, and playing bass on that song is what got me to play bass. Just to clarify, I saw some people freaking out. Mark, go ahead.
I love the theatricality. It's arguably their signature song. It's hard to compare anything with. I remember like seeing some polls going out like last year about the best like hit or the best song that most emblematic of the 2000s, and I think it was Mr. Brightside that won it. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Like it's one of those songs that you can never take away from the Killers and that vibe. Also, I'm with Crash. I love doing it at karaoke, and I remember specifically that I did it at the carpool karaoke that I did with John.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. Forever ingrained in my mind. The price I pay. I love it. It's so much gusto.
John, I left you for last because I know you're a big The Killers fan. So why did you get the thumbs up besides you loving The Killers?
Hey, I mean, the White Stripes are in my top 10 favorite bands, and the Killers aren't. So it's interesting that I would flock to that one immediately. But, I mean, like Crash was kind of saying, pretty much all of Hot Fuss It's just banger after banger, and it's the UK national anthem. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta.
You're right. Yeah.
But I do love how over the top it is. It's a song about jealousy. It's probably the best song about jealousy that I can think of, and a defining moment for the 2000s. So
okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys decide, how do we say goodbye to Seven Nation Army?
Well, it is kind of a stadium
rules.
I'm sorry, what was that? I heard two at the same time.
Go ahead, John.
No, I was just saying it is kind of like a stadium chant song, so I'm thinking something in a Coliseum would be appropriate.
I agree. That's fair.
It gets crushed by an elephant.
Oh!
Appropriate.
I feel
okay?
that's appropriate.
Okay.
That was not the pun-tastic jokes you guys usually make. So you know what? That works. Crushed by an elephant. That was a good one. Yes.
That was a very good one.
See?
Thank you for that wonderful
we don't always have to deal with trash as I move on to popped out chat to see what's next. Please don't set me up for another one.
Whoever that was, though, thank you.
Thank you, yes. And stop. Hey! Okay, going back to the 90s for this one. This is another good one. Two different bands, though, but you'll get what I'm going for this. Also appropriate. Weezer's Say It Ain't So versus Green Day's Welcome to Paradise.
Gee, I wonder who inspired this one.
Not the guy that did multiple deep dives on everything that they've done.
Gee, I wonder.
So Crash votes Weezer.
Okay.
Mark and John, what do you guys vote for no matter what? Crash has to vote Weezer on everything he ever does. Isn't that the rule?
I think you'll be surprised at how true that statement is.
Of all the things I've said, that's the final thing that I actually got Crash to be angry at me with. You take it back. All right. Weezer, Say It Ain't So. You everyone have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. It's Say It Ain't So versus Welcome to Paradise?
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah.
Okay. So Weezer, Say It Ain't So. 1, 2, 3.
Dude, what'd I tell you?
You were right. And Green Day's Welcome to Paradise. 1, 2, 3.
Boop.
Okay, fair enough. So, Mark, as the dissenter, why does Say It Ain't So get the thumbs up?
If it was any other Green Day song, I would be fine with this, because there are other hits off of that album that fits into that mold better. That would be easier for me to pick.
Okay.
Welcome to Paradise, I always thought was middle of the road in that period for Green Day. It just didn't grab me in the same way. Say It Ain't So, I don't know if it's nostalgia from Guitar Hero or whether or not it's the fact that I will also do that at karaoke and knock it out of the goddamn park, because it's not that hard.
No.
But it also tends to get a good response. I don't give Weezer a lot of credit, but that's one of those Blue Album songs that I will go to.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair answer.
That's completely fair.
So, John, now that we're going to your number one favorite band, why does Welcome to Paradise get the thumbs up?
Well, I think so. What I don't think is fair is calling it a mid-cut, because I think that's one of the defining ones of their early days for sure. It originally appeared on Kerplunk, and I know some people appreciate that version a little bit more because it's a little bit more rough around the edges, and I get that. I probably go with that version too, but it's amazing on Dookie as well. The bass breakdown in the middle of that song I think is incredible. The pace change and then right back up into a live wire. Mike Dirnt kills it on that track, and just the overall infectiousness of that tune. It screams the 90s. I'd say that's one of the defining songs of the early 90s, and of course, Weezer as well, but this one still comes out on top.
Fair. Crash, why does Green Day get the thumbs up?
See, for me, it's, again, I'm kind of with John on this. It's that, man, Welcome to Paradise. I mean, granted, out of early Weezer's catalog, Say It Ain't So is probably one of the best songs you could elevate. It's the closest thing they have to a song that has any real meaning or insightfulness. I get where that comes from, but again, John, what the stuff that's going on Welcome to Paradise, Mike Dirnt's bass alone, just absolutely the lines he's laying throughout that. Dirnt is just pounding the shit out of those drums. It's energy, it's intensity, it's fun, and you know what? The older I get, the more I relate to that message. It's I'm so glad I was, at first I was so ashamed and embarrassed that I got kicked out of those situations I was in. But then, looking back, I was like, no, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. fuck you. Welcome to paradise. You know, I don't know. I can just appreciate that on a personal level, you know.
Also fair enough. And like just to amplify what you said about the energy, I mean, I love a song with a good build-up. Welcome to Paradise has such a good build-up in that second half. When the bass starts kicking in, you feel all that coming in that power. And this is coming from someone who really enjoys the Blue Album, saying it so. But keep in mind, Welcome to Paradise has never failed to get me up out of my seat and like give me a jolt of just solid energy, as well as just the meaning behind it as well also. I mean, it's not about regret. It's about looking back and reflecting. And on an album like Dookie, which is Burnout Generation, which really is defined so much of alternative in the 90s. I think I just love Welcome to Paradise a bit more than Say It Ain't So. That's just me.
And can I leave a final note here?
Sure.
That bass line is the funnest freaking bass line to play. Those of you that are trying to learn bass, I'm telling you, go into Green Day's catalog, start picking around. That is one of the most fun songs you can learn to play, just period. Just absolutely pick that up and learn it.
So how do we say goodbye to Say It Ain't So?
Wrestling with Jimmy in the Coliseum.
Just forever? Until one of them dies?
They succumb to fake alcoholism because that's what that song is actually about. Fun fact about that song. It reads like it's about Rivers' dad's alcoholism, but Rivers' dad was not an alcoholic. He just made up the story so it would sound better.
Yeah.
I'm sure Rivers' dad was taken care of after the sales came in, so.
I hope he didn't become an alcoholic after that.
I gotta live for the arts. I have to make sure my son doesn't become a liar.
No, that came after Make Believe.
Uh-oh.
Crash, you are frozen really
I'm
quick.
Frozen?
Yes.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay.
You look very displeased.
You look like, yes, I did just throw Weezer under the bus again. Someone liked this video for that. You're good.
People should be used to that by now. That's basically my brand at this point.
Freezing?
Well, no, throwing Weezer under the bus.
Oh,
fair. Yeah. All right, we're good.
Okay, I think we're good. Thank you, guys. That was another good suggestion. So, as I go to the chats, please keep them coming. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. I would like to see this get to 200 likes before the first hour. That would be huge. We're already at 166 now. Crash will do an impression. He already promised everyone, so don't worry. It is coming. So
I didn't, but I know not to even fight it now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on over here and stop. Okay, that's fair.
Fair? It's an interesting way to put it.
I'll be nice because technically it counts in our field. We're getting a lot of alternative stuff, but this is current alternative. Imagine Dragons. Song versus song. Believer versus Cutthroats.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the Cutthroats is the new one, isn't it?
Correct.
Yep.
If you haven't heard it, Crash, you can say, and we can get out of it.
I've heard it.
Dang it, Crash!
I'm sorry.
What's the lie, Crash?
I got a those.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah.
Yay! All right, for Imagine Dragons Believer. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Compared to Cutthroat,
yes. Did you hear Cutthroat?
I heard Cutthroat. Have you heard Believer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Hey, I'm not saying I like it. No one here. Yeah. And Crash, go ahead and give the thumbs up for Cutthroat.
You need to have this on record.
Yeah, I want someone to screenshot this with a.
Oh.
Any thought? Okay, we will be brief on this one. Cutthroat. Any thoughts, Crash?
I've only heard it once or twice, so I couldn't. The thing is, I have heard it, but I don't remember much from it. It's a very in one ear out the other song for me. And
really?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't forget that one if I tried.
That was a long 3 minutes. Long 3 minutes.
Compared to Believer is literally my least favorite song that they've ever done. I think it's the worst song that they've ever done, period. It's just nails on a chalkboard. It's just, I can't stand that freaking song. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say here. What is I definitely feel like the odd man out here
compared to Cutthroats. If you were to put Imagine something against Radioactive, I can listen to Radioactive. Believer is bad. Cutthroat is terrible. And that's my logic behind that. I mean, I've heard, maybe because I'm numb to Believer at this point, because it really is a looped track at certain points. You wake me up, I can't even project that. Like, that hurts just doing that. But Cutthroat was just such an abomination of weird sampling to the point of insanity. It really got to the point of where Casio keyboard programming was a big part of their production now.
I think I'm just used to it. Maybe my expectations have just lowered so much when it comes to Imagine Dragons that it's like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. Okay, this is the new normal. This is the new normal for them.
Mark or John, any time you want to spend on Imagine Dragons, go for it.
I'll say this. I remember Believer, and the most hilarious element of that song is that it was used over a soundtrack of a sex scene in the season finale for the first scene of Riverdale.
Really?
Yes, really.
Archie.
Yeah, it was something. I will say that. I can say that it was at least funny. And I'll be honest, Believer of the Imagine Dragons canon, it's not as bad as Fear. It's not as bad as Cutthroat. Like, Imagine Dragons has plumbed the depths, and I might think Cutthroat is probably Dan Reynolds' worst ever vocals.
Yep, I'm with you on that, Mark, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep, it's one of the worst fucking vocal showings I think I've heard in recent memory. He's just, 1 second, he's just wailing into the microphone thinking he's Kanye West on Yeezus because he has Rick Rubin as a producer, and the next, there's some grimy keyboard, and just, he doesn't know what he's doing on that song, and I mean, it was a little cringy to read his little paragraph explaining what it was supposed to be, and then actually hearing the song. It's just, I will tell you this, it's one of my top candidates for worst song of the year.
It's up there.
Me too. Bad. Yeah, I played it on a new music night. I said that was the worst song we've ever played since doing this on Twitch. So yeah, Cutthroat. Yeah, so for sure. So how does Cutthroat die in the Coliseum? Anything.
Becomes dishonored.
Well,
okay, I got that. I got that reference. Yeah, hell yeah.
That was. You know what? Fine. We can move on. Everyone happy?
Yeah.
We had to talk about Cutthroat and Believer.
Yeah.
How do you think we feel?
But no, I'm not happy.
Moving on. Thank you guys so much again. Keep the suggestions coming. Keep the talk coming. We really appreciate it. So, going over here and stop. Okay. This is a bigger one. Another between the band out. So, My Chemical Romance. Ghost of You versus Welcome to the Black Parade.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I was born for this shit.
Are we allowed to? Well, no, never.
We can't do ties. We can't pick between one child or the other. Only room for one child on the raft.
Crash is like, I'm saving them both.
Don't tempt me. You know, this is a hard choice for me. Damn it.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. Mark, are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I am too. We'll just wait for Crash. Politely.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, so in the order for where did it go? Oh crap. So
it was Ghost of You first.
Yeah, Ghost of You. Okay, Ghost of You. So for Ghost of You, 1, 2, 3.
You know what? I'm in. Damn it, I'm in too. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on this.
Okay,
yep.
and the Black Parade, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fair enough. You can totally start. Go for it, John.
Okay. No disrespect to the emo national anthem, of course, but there's not an ounce of me that would dare disrespect that holy grail. But hear me out. Ghost of You was the moment that My Chemical Romance truly, I think, transcended a lot of the tags that people were trying to put on them. There's so much emotion in Gerard Way's vocal performance on that song. It gets to this bellowing point of madness towards the end of the track where he's just kind of wailing on. That final chorus drives so much emotion, like a dagger through the heart. Obviously there is a ton to Welcome to the Black Parade, and it's a longer song, there's more of a sample size, all that stuff. But Ghost of You is just, there's so much going on. There's a lot of intricacies to that track to appreciate, and it showed that they were going to be much more than whatever this, like, early on, like, post-hardcore or emo label or whatever that was affixed to them.
Okay. And then we'll keep it in thing for the Ghost of You, Crash.
See, the thing is, I'm being so damn cheeky with this because, like, I don't know, y'all saw me, like, at the last minute, I threw my thumb up like that. So, okay, y'all, this was a hard decision for me, okay? Like, this was not easy to make, but I don't know. My thoughts basically echo yours, John, in a lot of the say. That proved that, that song helped prove that My Chemical Romance was more than capable of just the Hot Topic stuff. It showed that there was maybe some actual depth, something that could be drawn out of that. And I will also say that the one thing that pushes it over for me specifically, and this is totally not fair, but I'm doing it anyway, the music video.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
One of my favorites of all time, man.
Same. Absolutely. And again, that's also hard because Black Parade also has a fucking fantastic music video. But
Rock Coliseum riffage, idea. Mark. All right, for Mark and I. Mark, why don't you go ahead for Welcome to the Black Parade?
I mean, Crash already said it. Emo national anthem. Mm-hmm. Like, it's hard for me to argue against the Black Parade. I will say it's not my favorite song from that album. I go with the Sharpest Lives for that. That's my personal favorite.
Okay.
I can't dislike, like, Welcome to the Black Parade. It's one of those songs that actually proved not just that they had that added theatrical element, but also that they could cross over. There was a lot of emo in the early to mid 2000s that never achieved that sort of penetration with that sort of pop focus. And for a song like that to have any sort of pop crossover at all, I gotta give them props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely. You
kind of touched on what I wanted to say, because, John, you brought up a great point. They transcended out of the emo pre-scene, mascara, like, stigma that they had, and they proved they could do much more. Welcome to the Black Parade transcended them past genres at that point. They touched everywhere. You can find non-rock and metal fans who barely know My Chemical Romance. They know it from the first few notes, all about the Black Parade and Carry On. Tell them about Ghost of You, you might get some confused looks. So it sticks with them a little bit better, in my opinion. Music-wise, again, I'm a sucker for the build-up. Screaming Carry On. You guys are the karaoke addicts. Which one would you rather sing at karaoke?
I'll do not sing Welcome to the Black Parade karaoke. It's so hard. It's so hard.
Oh,
I'll
come
do it.
on.
I got the range. I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck.
I know. I've tried.
All right,
what are we doing karaoke Coliseum?
Oh my gosh, don't give me ideas. I'll bring my recording stuff next festival we go to and just sit there as happy as a clam just watching you guys. So, okay.
Oh, you'll be in it too.
Oh, I'll be in it too. I'm just saying I'll be happy. So that's all I'm saying.
You will be happy. We will be drunk.
Yes.
And I'll continue to be happy because I'll have the memories that I post online forever and ever. So,
amen.
The Ghost of You becomes a ghost. How does it become a ghost?
No, it was a tie.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. It was a tie. You know what?
Trying to kill it off. And it's already dead.
We've already killed off a bunch of other songs. I'm just used to it by now. I apologize. Both of them live. I am not going to smack either one of them around. You know what? Good songs, and one of them's already a ghost. What else can we do? So I think that's very fair. That was a good suggestion, by the way. Please keep them coming. Yeah. Can anyone see what the view count is right now? Because I cannot.
340. We're up to 340.
How many likes?
191.
Okay, so over 100 of you apparently hate us. And you don't want to hear a Crash impression. I mean, we talked about Imagine Dragons. Crash couldn't even do his impression because there weren't enough likes. So,
man, I can see him holding back.
We missed out.
I really want that impression though. That's all.
No.
See what I mean?
Karaoke. Let's go.
Well, regardless, We'll move on. Maybe next impression we'll have 200 likes for that. So
we do now.
Oh, we do now. Okay, so maybe we'll get.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so the next song that falls into Crash's range, we'll get a good impression for. And stop. Ooh, okay, this is good. This is a positive one too. Okay. Linkin Park song versus song. Papercut versus Faint.
Ooh.
That's a good one too.
Ooh,
I don't like either of them.
Poor Mark. Aww.
So you have to pick one. Which one do you like Which one do you dislike the least? I should say. Crash and Mark.
Okay.
Which baby do you love the most? Same for me. So, I have a pick. Everyone else?
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
This is kind of easy for me.
Okay, it was a little harder for me. So, Papercut. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Okay.
Unanimous Fates. I'll just, you know what? That's interesting. Mark, I'll let you go first, just because you might be the most disinterested.
Again, disinterest is the right word. This was an era of Linkin Park that did not engage me to the same level. I never thought Faint. Faint is a song I at least remember a little bit more. It's got that keening synth. It's got something that sticks out a little more. Papercut never did. And again, this is an era of Linkin Park that's aged lyrically really badly.
Yeah,
that keeps me away from That keeps me away from Papercut. I will say that.
That completely fair. I kind of feel you there too.
There's some logic in that too. I can't really argue that. For me, Faint is just because so many of the instruments, the synths like you talked about, Chester's delivery on Faint is what seals the deal for me. Just because again, Chester was still finding his still working on his groove, still getting up there, and when Meteora came from Hybrid Theory, he showed he could improve his chops. It sounded smoother, production was tighter, the flow, the hook of just the whole song title. And I love Papercut as an album opener. That is a killer album opener, but still Faint does edge it out a little bit for me. So, John, why does Faint get the thumbs up?
Yeah, I don't want to give slander to Papercut because, there's definitely dated tendencies for sure, of course. With Linkin Park in general, I think that could always be argued to some degree.
Product of the time, yeah.
Right, but, I mean, a lot of us are still listening to it. We're still talking about it now, so there's got to be something there. But with Faint, I think that is one of the most ideal representations of their chemistry as a band that I could ever name. I mean, especially Mike and Chester trading between verse to hook on that, and the screams are still there. It's got plenty of guitars. There's also turntables and other elements of the track. It's basically Linkin Park firing on all cylinders. So I can't not vote that way.
Fair enough. And Crash, what is Faint?
Again, I'm with John on this. This was a definite defining moment for the band. This is early Linkin Park at its most just concentrated, most distilled. But one thing I'll add on top of there, Faint was actually the lead-in single from Meteora. So I remember back in the day that, everyone was talking about Linkin Park, the success off of Hybrid Theory. I remember there actually being a lot of doubt initially when Meteora was getting built, was getting talked up. People were like, well, I mean, they did good, but it is so new metal-y, it is so sad boy. I don't know, is this gonna actually take? And then
it was energetic sad boy.
It was kind of a sink or swim moment for them because a lot of people didn't necessarily know if they were going to be able to carry this into another album. They seemed at the time, you got to remember they seemed like one of those bands that was just destined to flare out after their first album because a lot of new metal bands did. A lot. You got to remember, for every Linkin Park, there were 5 Depswas.
Oh yeah.
So, and the thing is, there was a lot. There was a lot riding on Faint. There was so much riding on it. But then Chester came in. The guys came in, and they just go, "I won't pay it." No. Just history wrote itself, people.
I felt that Chester approves right here. Yeah. Faint was the lead-in single before Somewhere I Belong.
Because Numb, I think, was a third single, right?
Numb was later. Numb was later.
I apologize if I have that mixed up, but I remember Faint being the lead-in.
It was one of the first singles. I thought it was Somewhere I Belong. So Faint was second.
Somewhere.
Okay. But regardless, still great. Faint wins, hands down. Papercut dies from bleeding out.
Infection from the Papercut.
Infection from the That's fair. That's totally fair.
Linkin Park dies by Sheryl Crow.
Okay. Jeez, Crash.
The first cut is the deepest. Come on, that's a Sheryl Crow song,
I
right?
get it. I acknowledge what you're going for, sir. Thank you. Please pull around to the drive-thru. This is a Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's.
All right, moving on. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like button. You got your impression of Chester. I was not expecting that one, by the way.
That one's hard.
Yeah, no one was expecting the Chester impression, so thank you very much.
He is hard to do. His scream is nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. He has volume too. All right, moving on over here, and stop. Okay, we're getting a lot of these like same band song versus song, which I like too. That's good.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know about this one though. Papa Roach, Scars versus Last Resort.
Oh.
Come on, guys.
Is this rude of me to say both you kids get off my raft?
I wouldn't be against it.
Not at all.
I want more room for myself.
I suppose.
I guess I have an answer. I guess. Yeah. John, Mark.
Yeah, I got one.
All right. In order that they're read. Scars. 1, 2, 3.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I had a feeling too.
Yeah.
I mean, Last Resort was memorable from the first time you hear it. It is.
Yeah.
That is a benefit. That is a positive, I can comfortably say.
It's got a hook.
We talked about Linkin Park not aging well because of lyrics, a product of the time. Listen to Papa Roach. But still, Scars.
Scars is just boring radio rock four chord bullshit. You've heard
Yeah.
You heard 5 other songs that sound exactly like Scars in the radio coming to and from work today.
And it's aged not particularly well.
It has
not at all.
No. It's so anyone have anything
Last
else?
Resort at least has the meme.
It does. Oh yeah. The Pizza Hut meme alone, when the Pizza Hut did that, cut my pizza
Exactly.
Slice into pieces. This is my plastic fork. Come on.
I will give one genuine compliment to Last Resort. I will give one real genuine compliment.
Okay.
That guitar riff. That
yeah, that's it's memorable. It is something. Yeah, it is. Again, you remember it easily too, not just because it was played to death. You do remember it easily after a first listen. I give that as a compliment. So, how does Scars die in the Rock Coliseum? Besides what we just talked about it being irrelevant.
Can I add one thing with Scars real quick?
Sure.
So please, I do have a vendetta sort of against that song.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right.
I guess it was like a year or two. That came out in like the mid 2000s, I'm pretty sure. So this new girl came to my school, like she transferred from somewhere else, and I found out that she liked like a lot of bands like that, and I was trying to impress her. And I walked up to her and I was like, yeah, I love like Scars by Papa Roach. And she just looked up at me and gave me like the meanest look, and then just like shut her binder and like moved to like a different part of the classroom. And I was like, oh.
Was she possessed or something? What the heck happened?
She was really mean. Then she went over and started talking to my best friend about Papa Roach. And I was like, well, that just feels like a middle finger.
Oh, man.
What the heck happened?
She was the hipster.
I tore my heart open. I wrote myself shut, and my scars reminded me of who I was.
At your private Christian school, she was the Papa Roach hipster.
Yes.
John, the scars remind you that the past is real.
I tore my heart open just to feel Crash. But you didn't understand.
I hate that we know that. I hate that we both know that.
I never want to hear this song again.
Thank you. We keep talking about saving one person or not. The whole refrain of that song is, I put my hand out and I saw you drowning in the water or whatever.
Man, oh man. Do not make Scars... Whoa. Scars is not an anthem for the Rock Coliseum. No, it is not.
No,
Forget
it's
it.
not. No.
Not a chance. Ugh.
That song will not define me.
John, any way you want to kill off Scars in the Coliseum since you've been personally attacked by this one in the past?
Put my hand out in the water, act like I'm going to save it.
Do the Ric Flair, woo! Woo! Okay, gotcha.
Lay it down.
Okay, fair
And then
enough.
suddenly Phil Collins steps in.
Oh, ooh.
Get off my raft, Phil Collins! What the heck?
But dumb and furthermore, Tish.
Well done. We gave that a fair amount of time for what it was. We really did.
More time than it was
We
worth.
More
really-
time than it
We were
deserved.
fair.
I had to get my heartache out. I'm sorry.
Okay. Moving on. Thank you guys. These are good suggestions, though. We're having fun with this. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
We still got
I'm having fun with this, yeah.
We still got 20
Absolutely.
minutes. We still have 20 minutes for the first half. So, moving on and stop. Okay, this is band versus band, song versus song. Okay, this is good. This same time frame also. That's interesting. We're getting a lot of the same time frames, which makes it easier. 30 Seconds to Mars, This Is War versus Muse, Knights of Cydonia.
Oh, this isn't
Oh,
fun.
I agree.
That's not
Are you
fair.
kidding me?
I
It's
agree.
not fair.
I can
It's not
see.
fair.
I can see why it's a suggestion, though. That's why I
Really?
think, yes.
Really?
Well,
As a
So they're-
suggestion.
kind of the same time, right?
Yeah, like 2006.
Oh,
This
nine,
is- it was
yeah.
2005.
Yeah, This Is War came up.
2009.
Yeah, This Is War is later.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is like
War
one
is
of the
later?
later
What am I
albums.
thinking of? Okay, never mind then.
You might be thinking about the Kill era.
The
Yeah.
Kill, or like, yeah.
Before
From
the
yesterday
long
or
before the
something like that,
Cults.
yeah.
Okay.
How do I know this much
You
about
gotta blow
30
out,
Seconds to
boys.
Mars?
All right. This is War. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I didn't think so. I knew that.
I was gonna reach through the screen and smack any of you who butchered.
Crash, you're in St. Louis. Crack. Knights of
He will
Cydonia.
find you.
Knights of Cydonia. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
Big.
Aw.
That's
Come
one.
on,
That might
yeah.
be my favorite Muse song, by the way. You will.
It's up there.
When you
It's up
talk
there.
when you talk about album closers, I challenge people to find me as strong of an album closer. I know they're out there, but that one always stuck in the back of my mind for one of the best album closers I've heard, at least back in the day too. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, praise Knights of Cydonia from any of you guys. I'll let you guys take the floor too. Anything.
That was one of the songs that absolutely changed my life when it came to music. I mean, that was my first Muse song, and that put me on to so many other avenues. So, even if that wasn't my first Muse song, it would still easily best this. But I mean, this song is like a 6+ minute epic. There's so much
it
to this
is.
song. It's ridiculously fun to listen to.
The guitar
And you want to
is-
sing along to the "No one's gonna
yeah.
take." Come on,
I've never seen Muse live, and that's what kills me. I want to hear this live so bad.
dude, it was so good.
Crash and Mark, anything?
That song rips on Guitar Hero.
It does. It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard as hell. but
I'm
it
sure
rips.
that's worth it
Oh,
though.
rips.
Yeah,
What was that,
I'm-
Guitar Hero 5 or 4 or something?
I want to say like 4. I think the one. It's the one that doesn't have the number. So
I
think
want to
that's
say it was
4.
3. I remember it being earlier.
I think it was the one after 3 where they stopped putting the numbers on it, like Crash said.
World Tour.
World Tour.
World Tour. I think.
That was
I
it.
want to say
That's
it was
one where they added the drums.
I knew it was. I
knew.
knew it wasn't the first two because I worked at a GameStop for the first two when I was like in high school and college.
yeah,
so,
no.
Or Best
Chat,
Buy. Best Buy, excuse me, Best Buy.
Chat, feel free to correct us on this, but I'm almost positive it was.
World Tour.
And
yeah.
you know what? For what it's worth, I will say this: the video for Knights of Cydonia is a lot better than that for This Is War.
Luke and I just did that on
We did it on
Riffage.
Riffage. Guys, we need to do a Rock Coliseum riffage, by the way. I'll figure out a
Yes,
way.
that's a good idea.
I will
I do.
make that happen. I don't know.
Please.
It just takes setup. I'm sure the internet can handle it now. Twitch is solid. I'm sure I can make it happen. Just got to give me some time. It will happen. Rock Coliseum riffage.
No, Luke, it's
And-
got to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay. Well, just as a
No,
heads,
it's not. I got shit to do tomorrow.
Just as a
Yeah, I
heads
got
up-
shit to do tomorrow too, man.
But just like I said to John too, I will not let all three of you know what music videos I'm pulling. Everyone's a surprise for you guys, just as a heads
I like
up.
that.
So,
Okay.
okay.
I like it.
And I do a good job of good and bad. So
Apparently, it was on
do.
Guitar Hero
You do.
3, by the way.
three.
Okay,
Okay,
so
three.
we
I
were
can see
wrong.
that.
We
I
were
can see
wrong,
that.
John.
Mark
Okay.
was right.
Okay.
Mark, you got this one.
You.
Yep.
Good job.
All you.
So, how does This Is War die in the Coliseum?
Irrelevance.
Now,
It fails to walk on water.
yeah, it doesn't follow the cult beliefs and gets shunned off the island.
Yeah, it's just shunned for eternity.
I got.
You didn't believe you could walk on water?
You didn't
I got a
believe
bad.
Pardon. Go ahead, Crash. Crash, we've
I
already
got-
said enough on Rock Coliseum. There's no bad jokes.
I've got a bad death for him.
Okay.
Okay.
Flavor Aid.
Oh.
Was that too much? Was that the line?
No,
Massive-
Okay.
I'm not thinking it's too much. I'm thinking, oh no, that actually is a possibility in the future. Oh no.
Oh.
Too real?
Maybe that is too real.
Yeah.
Maybe that is too real.
Too soon. Too real?
Both too real and too soon.
Oh.
Moving on, that was the fair suggestion. I say that's a fair suggestion of two bigger songs that went to number one, blah, 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 blah. All right. Just can't beat out Cydonia. Moving on. And stop. Oh, this is personal. Oh, personal for me at least. Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
Original versus cover. Nine Inch Nails hurts versus Johnny Cash hurts.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you! How dare you!
Come on.
I just want to.
You know that's
Not fair at all!
I just want to
Not
point
fair
out.
at all!
I'm leaning back. I'm already injured with a walking boot. You just broke my heart now too. What else do you want to do to me?
A broken heart.
Okay.
All right.
Can I just keep my hands tied behind my back? Is that okay? I'm tied to the chair, guys. Sorry, I can't.
So Mark has one.
I've thought about this opinion like extensively for like the past couple of years, so I'm ready.
Crash.
I'm ready.
John, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm not, but I'll do it anyway. All right. 9 Inch Nails, because the original. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
More than thought. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna be me.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
And then for Johnny Cash, 1, 2, 3.
But for me, it's close.
By the way,
it's so fucking close. It hurts.
I feel that
This is probably closer than than My Chemical Romance, y'all.
Yes,
Oh
it is
my
for me
God.
too. And by the way, I feel that, but also there is no wrong answer on this, and I'm glad it tied.
Oh, no.
I'm glad it
No.
tied.
That's true.
Yeah, same.
It
Same.
deserved the tie.
Yes.
Yes.
Crash for Johnny Cash, the cover.
See, again, the original song has so much weight to it, so much depth. It is the thesis statement of the downward spiral, and
Yeah.
that song is just. You want a song that will crush your fucking soul into pieces and just stamp
Every
your
time.
heart out. Yeah, and
Every
just
time.
man, especially if you've lived through that kind of depression and you've been in that kind of dark place, like you get a song like Hurt for the original, which again. But I gotta give the edge to Johnny Cash because again, we're also talking about a guy who understands hurt.
Yes.
You know Johnny Cash's life, you know Johnny Cash's backstory, you know that man understood what that song was talking about. And he was able to take a song that is just pain, that is just ache, that is hurt, literal hurt. Take a song that is just that super concentrated and somehow just put a little bit of glimmer of sunshine, just a little bit. It's something. Johnny Cash's cover feels impossible. It should not be. It should not work. But god damn it, he's Johnny goddamn Cash, and he was able to. And again, the historical significance, the coda that it served for his career, just again, I need to bite my tongue because I could probably go. I could probably go on about this.
I love this song. When
John, John, any thoughts for the cover?
I got plenty of thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Trent Reznor himself even said this song is no longer mine, and when speaking about the Johnny Cash cover, and I dare you to put on the Johnny Cash music video and not tear up within the first minute of the song. I dare you.
First minute. First minute.
So fair.
Give it the first 10 seconds. When this man is almost at his deathbed, looking death in the eyes, knowing that his life is behind him. The glory
with his wife looking on. Yeah.
And the photos surrounding him and everything. But even removing the video, you still get it cutting straight through your speaker as soon as you start listening to that song. And his voice is brittle, battered, bruised, and broken. And you hear and feel every single note. And not that I don't get that from Trent Reznor. Obviously, I do. Yeah. But it's a cover that is very hard for me to go back to very often because it is that emotive. Both versions of the song are, but that one just tears me to pieces.
Fair enough. It's okay. So on the flip side, Mark for the original.
You'd think I'd be on the side of the Johnny Cash, because given that I'm the country guy. Here's the thing. The American series of albums that were produced by Rick Rubin, they contain a multitude of covers. There's actually a Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds cover of the Murder Seat, and it's actually legit terrifying and amazing. Mm-hmm. But I think exposing the song within the context of the covers kind of dampens it a little for me, if only because I'm familiar with where it came from. I understand in the individual isolated performance, Johnny Cash kills it. It's a stunning video, stunning song. I actually went to the Johnny Cash Museum when I was in Nashville in 2019, and there was an entire exhibit devoted to that song because, of course, there is. That being said, the end of the downward spiral is what makes it work. I feel like if it ended any other way, it wouldn't have worked. Hurt is the culmination of that. And this is going to sound so dorky, but when it was used in the season 2 finale of Rick and Morty, it absolutely killed. Like it was a part of me that I'm like, you know what? Johnny Cash version wouldn't have worked. The Nine Inch Nails version makes sense, and that was the last season of Rick and Morty I liked, the best season in my opinion, and you kind of ended off really, really strongly.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a point.
Yeah.
Like God, Rick and Morty, man.
I just recently talked about Nights of Cydonia being one of the best album closers. Man, I should have kept my mouth shut. Let's add another one. So I'll be as brief as possible. Years ago when I made that top 10 best cover songs in rock, I said, Johnny Cash's Hurt is my favorite cover song of all time. I give the narrowest razor-thin edge to Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails because Trent Reznor. This is coming after Hurt and Broken while he was still broken. Or Broken and Fixed while he was still broken. When you hear him really go into depth about his drug problems, when you hear him finally sober and just giving it all away and you can have it all and you realize how deep that is. Johnny Cash may have made that song his own, and that's great, and you will never hear me say one negative thing about the song, but I feel you can never take away the emotion and just broken down humanity that Trent Reznor still gives while performing it. When I saw Nine Inch Nails in 2017 and heard it live, it still was awe-inspiring. So that's me. This song tied, and I think that is the best thing that could have happened in this situation.
Agreed.
There is no wrong answer on this, so that is a great one too. I want someone to actually. You can't make clips like this to do on Twitch; it'd be too long anyway on YouTube. Man, I wish we could have just made a little mini clip of the whole discussion on this.
Somebody screen recorded. I think you can skip backwards.
You know what? I'll download it. I'll make a little video like Rock Coliseum something. And then the song versus song, like our debate.
That'd be worth it.
There you go.
I will do that. Okay.
I just want to say one more thing to the defense of you guys. Mark, you probably made the best point out of this entire circle of arguments here, because you brought up the American series that's taken from. Again, Hurt. Johnny Cash's cover is so good, but it does deaden it a little bit when you hear like Sam Hall. And it's like, I'll damn you all to hell. Damn your eyes. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say you brought up the best point with Rick and Morty.
I agree. I love Mark's point there so much is think about it. It was the album closer and a season finale. Two enders.
That too,
yeah. Two enders.
It was an end, all right.
Well, it's his. Well, the thing is, it was Rick's empire of dirt.
Yes.
Right. Literally. And just seeing the tone of the show shift so much during that
episode was so good.
So good.
Yeah. That was a great one. We got time for one more for the free hour. I think that works for you guys too. Before we go,
we're about there.
We take a quick little 2-minute halftime, then go into super chats, because I know we got a lot of super chats.
We do.
And please, God, we've had so many good ones. I'm very, very fortunate about that.
We're spoiled.
We are.
This time we are spoiled for sure. And crap, it keeps tabbing out. And stop. Okay. You know what? That's fine. This is a good one to end it on. Between the same band, Oasis.
Ooh.
Wonderwall versus Don't Look Back in Anger.
Oh, come on.
I have an answer.
No
problem.
Yeah, okay. No, easy
All right, if everyone's ready. Oasis. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Oh, wow.
You
Oasis.
just said Oasis.
Wow, I am really.
And I mean, yeah.
Be nice to me.
Yes, Oasis.
Please be nice to me. Thank you very much. I am slightly on. I have been on painkillers for a week now, so thank you. All right, on 3. We got the first one, Wonderwall. 1, 2, 3.
I had a feeling.
I did too.
I mean,
yeah, Wonderwall might be slightly more well known outside of UK and Britain and London.
It's a popularity contest it wins, but it's not for me.
It's not.
It's not the better song. It's not. It really isn't.
This actually showcases the Gallagher in a good singing voice, and a much better singing performance, in my opinion. So
yeah,
that's just me. Anyone else want to say anything? Crash?
The memes ruined Wonderwall. It's just, and Wonderwall was thin, basic song. It's too basic. It's so, it's literally that first song that every motherfucker learns on guitar, and it's that song you've heard 1,000 times at every coffee shop or bar open mic. Somebody, or at least back in the day they did.
One guy with acoustic guitar.
That's one of the guy with acoustic guitar songs, and it's not fair to the song itself, because I do stand by the fact that Wonderwall is still a good song. I still like Wonderwall. It still is.
Yeah. It's a peaceful song. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like the memes have ruined it. The memes have ruined it. The overexposure has ruined it. I don't know. It's still a good song, but I hear it too goddamn often, or I hear about it too goddamn.
Fair enough.
Noel's a better vocalist than Liam, and Noel sings "Don't Look Back in Anger."
I agree. Noel is better.
Yeah.
So they're both insane, but Noel is better.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to sing it. Today is going to be the day when they're going to throw it back to you.
That's where I am at. The vocal performance between the two songs. Say whatever you want. I don't know how there's comparison. I don't. I don't care.
You're not squeezing your nose enough, man.
Yeah, you got to shove a marshmallow up one nostril. Yeah.
I don't have marshmallows.
Instead of one headlight, one marshmallow.
Oh.
See, the real interesting one here would have been like Wonderwall versus like Champagne Supernova.
I'd say Champagne Supernova versus Don't Look Back in Anger.
Ooh, yeah,
really?
Yeah, there it is. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Champagne for me.
I would say Champagne barely, but yes.
See, I'd go Don't Look Back in Anger.
Really? So would I. I would still say go. I would still.
Yeah, I won't argue it, but yeah, that's fine. So Wonderwall dies out the Coliseum. How does Wonderwall fade away and die?
It's already dead.
It is.
Yes, it is. It really is.
Yeah. I can't even.
Can we change the anyway, anything like anyway? Here's. Can we replace that song with anything else?
I apologize. I may have, because I know we've discussed Wonderwall on the show before. I apologize if I've already used this, but the best way for this song to die is it gets eviscerated in a Noel Gallagher commentary. Y'all have seen that video, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So is Noel?
That would be rough.
How much alcohol and narcotics do we need to get Noel though to do that properly?
He's already got his own supply.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
His own supply plus fentanyl speedballs.
Fentanyl speedballs.
And a room full of reporters ready to go.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain he can survive that. So
he's
able to handle it well.
He's going to be the next Ozzy Osbourne if you think about it.
Next Keith Richards.
Yeah. Think about it, guys. How could he not?
How long until he falls out of a tree?
I think that is the best way to end the first hour. So we'll take a 1 minute, 2 minute break just to address a few things. John, you already said that you have a new video premiering right after Rock Coliseum. Just tell that for all the people to all the people that just joined in right away.
Guys, if you missed my announcement earlier, I am premiering immediately following this at 10:15 p.m. right after Rock Coliseum. Deftones ranked every album from worst to best. I've been working on this video on and off for months. Finally got it finished. I'm super excited to get it premiered. So hop over right after this video ends, and I'll be in the live chat for it.
Awesome. So, Crash, I know you've been teasing something and working on something that you wanted to save for the end. You want to do it now, or you want to do it at the end?
We should.
Or both. You could do both. You can.
I will say I have a few things actually that are coming.
Okay.
Things, but I can say one right now.
Sure.
I am, now that Bad Album Covers 5 is finally out of the way. Again, sorry that took so long to get out to you guys. That was a long wait between the episodes.
Hey, you were doing that.
March is rough for a lot of people. So.
Oh yeah, but actually, my next thing that I'm going to do before we get rolling on the next FIMI, I plan on doing a little live stream here. Probably within the next day or so, I'll post a producer's poll.
Okay.
And we will figure out what kind of live stream. I'm debating between whether we do a Q&A, a game night, or I was thinking we could try doing like a director's commentary on one of my videos. Do a live, like a live stream commentary where you guys ask the questions about the video and I answer them in real time like that. I don't know. I'm going to put up a producer's poll about it here. If you want to, that's on my Patreon, patreon.com/CrashThompsonXO. And we will be talking about that here very, very soon. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. And Mark, anything you got coming down besides dealing with the nonsense of Billboard that will never end?
Well, that was done yesterday. We had a Justin Bieber album bomb. That was that happened.
Interesting.
Condolences.
Interesting.
It's not as bad as Changes.
That's something, I guess.
Which I'll say. The one thing I say is I've got the next episode of On the Pulse. There's going to be a lot of rock and metal specifically in that episode, so it's really good feed into it. A couple interesting dance punk projects, a couple interesting black metal projects. Also, I have to talk about the Evanescence album. Yikes!
Godspeed. Godspeed.
Also,
but
Go ahead.
But the one thing I'm also working on, and good thing, thank you, Crash, for bringing up the live stream. I was actually thinking I'm about to hit 42,000 subs, and given that I used to do live streams every 5,000 subs, let's be honest, I'm not gaining as quickly anymore. So I might do it every 1,000 just to spur a little bit of momentum, and I do like doing them per se, so it'll probably be a Q&A sort of thing, so we'll see what happens when that drops.
Nice.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, Evanescence album was kind of a bummer. I'll just say that for me. No one else has to say any thoughts. Kind of a bummer.
I haven't heard it yet.
Fair enough. And I don't want to. It's been out now, so that's why I'm giving my thoughts. I was very careful to not sway you guys, but John, I know, heard it at the same time, and
yeah, me and Luke were listening to it at the same time, kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, like what?
You hear that?
Yeah,
I don't
know
like this
I'm not
to begin with, and it just.
Poor Mark.
How am I still disappointed when I don't like them?
I was disappointed with this. I like Evanescence for what they are capable of. They are still a force live. If I hear these songs live and they're good, I will be the first to praise them. Boy, oh boy, that's a big if. So
I'd say listen to the new Epica instead.
Yeah,
New
Omega.
instead.
Yeah. Solid. I mean,
Omega was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a production. I mean, that
some
was
of the best symphonic metal I've heard in years.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do that for How Did I Miss This? Or hoping patrons vote on it. So.
Please do. That was fantastic.
It'll be something to vote on for sure. So, all right, we got a lot of super chats. I got everything popped out. You guys ready for round 2?
Let's go.
All right, guys, and I'll keep saying it too. They're read at random, so even though you haven't gotten one in yet, you still have time. All super chats will be read, and I'll get a Google Doc for all the super chats, and they'll be filled out by these gentlemen every time, and it'll be posted when we have it all done. So, here comes the pain. I can't even imagine what we're gonna have.
No, it could be good.
It could be.
You know what?
The first hour was quite good. Let's be honest. So
our luck has been nice. Let's just hold out for it. Let's hold out for the best here.
Okay. And stop. I regret everything.
Didn't get the best, did we?
I regret everything I've said. I should not have jinxed myself 5 times in a row in this episode. I apologize to Crash, Mark, and John. Please continue to be friends with me.
All right, what is it?
From Raven Kills 273, The Bleeding from Five Finger Death Punch versus Photograph by Nickelback.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, that is easy. Yeah.
So, yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
My thing is,
okay.
Why?
To see us suffer, Luke, you should know this by now.
I guess.
Okay, well, let's get it.
Let's get it out of the way.
Let's pull the
fast.
Band-Aid off.
The bleeding. 5-finger death punch. 1, 2, 3. Photograph. 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
and my opinion's changed on this over time. I don't like.
Actually, don't even dislike Photograph.
See, I don't. I dislike it. I dislike it.
Unironically, a good song.
See, I disagree with that. I think it's brain dead. But at the same time, it's stupid. But at the same time, the bleeding I've soured on quite a bit over the last year, 2 years, and that's an older 5-finger song too.
Like Photograph is dumb fun.
Fair.
The bleeding is just dumb.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go. That's the perfect summary.
There we go.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm Canadian, so I've heard Photograph so many times.
That's a very valid point, and we have not heard the bleeding as much compared to many other 5-finger death punch songs.
Wait, that's Crash, true. How did Photograph go? I can't remember.
Look at what? Oh. Don't you look at something?
How does Photograph go?
Oh, you're gonna make me do this.
I can actually do this. I can do Jack Kruger's voice.
Do it.
Look at this photograph. Every time I hear it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head?
I just don't on his head. Your performance was solid. I just don't see that as poetry. I truly don't.
What the hell was on Joey's head?
I don't know. That's the mystery. They hook you with the mystery element. That's what Nickelback's angle always was.
It's a mystery no one cares about, but that's fair. You know what? Fine. Let's move on quickly and never look back. Thank you though for the super chat.
Can there please be a Scooby-Doo Nickelback crossover episode where they have to figure out the mystery of what the hell was on Joey's head? Come on, gang!
Look back in anger.
Oh. All right. From writer SSPU, Linkin Park, Breaking the Habit, versus My Chemical Romance, Helena.
Oh, come on. Oh, dude. Oh, not even slightly fair, man.
Yeah.
Not even slightly fair.
This might be the toughest one yet for me.
It's not. I think it's a little closer for me than I would have said, but even I still have a clear decision though. I still have a clear one, but I can at least see why. I can see that's a suggestion though. That's fair.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right. So Linkin Park, Breaking the Habit. 1, 2, 3. I'm the only one. Fair enough.
I can't. Oh.
I get it.
Breaking my heart.
John,
poor John.
John hates Breaking the Habit. Okay, and for Helena, 1, 2, 3.
It's Helena.
It's great.
It's Helena.
I love Helena, but I love Breaking the Habit though.
It's not close either.
It is for me. I say it's close.
No,
for me.
Not even close. Not even close. For you, fine.
Chester is on fire with this. Oh.
Yeah.
Chester could sell me a ketchup popsicle and white gloves, but if he was singing that song, you better believe I'd buy it.
I have questions with that metaphor.
It's from Tommy Boy. It's from a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's such a keystone, masterful moment for Chester on a great album, and I love Helena. You guys know I love My Chemical Romance too, but yeah, Breaking the Habit for me. So. Because you think it's not even close, Mark, why don't you go for Helena?
I mean, if I'm going to MCR songs that I will actually go back to consistently, Helena's on that list.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest MCR fan out of the group here. I will freely admit that. There's just other emo I go back to more, but Helena's one of those songs that I will.
Okay. And that music video, though.
Again, the music video.
You don't like the music video for Breaking the Habit?
No.
Yeah, I know. It's a great too.
Anime, whatever. This has dancing goth chick.
Man, Crash. Okay, so Crash and John hate Breaking the Habit. Okay, Crash, why do you hate Breaking the Habit?
I don't hate Breaking the Habit, okay? It is a lovely song. It is a wonderful tune from that era of Linkin Park. But
lovely was not the word I would use.
Helena is freaking Helena. Again,
Helena.
it's the operatics, it's the theatrics, it's just My Chemical Romance taking emo into that next fucking level with those huge soaring deliveries, those huge soaring guitars. Everything is huge and soaring and sweeping and cascading, and what's the worst thing I could say? things are better if I say so long and
I don't have a good Chester impression, but I would sing
so long
if I could.
And good night. I just want to sing the whole song now.
Now do it as Chester.
Yeah, now do it as Chester. Yeah, that would make me happy.
Oh, God.
That'd be really hard.
That would be really hard.
John, why do you hate breaking the habit?
I both, and they can verify that my thumb went up both times. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. My thumb went up both times. I couldn't. It was an involuntary reflex. I'm gonna blame it on that.
Okay.
But okay, so I voted for breaking the habit first, of course. So I'll be with Luke. I'll be on the dissenting side, so it's a split, so that nothing has to die.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey,
That's fair. That's fair.
but to get deep for just a second, Breaking the Habit is a song that genuinely saved my life when I was like 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta go just slightly to that. As much as like Helena does mean to me as well, and as much as I love that song to death, Breaking the Habit was just one of those songs that was very, very influential from an early age. So
Okay.
by default, gotta give it to that one.
Fair enough.
Just slightly.
Very
So-
fair. Very fair.
Both songs survive then if you've descended over to my side. I think that's
As
fair.
Luke,
I think
your
that's fair.
side.
Hey, I love Helena. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah.
breaking the habit. Yeah, it's guys. Are we
and-
all still friends? Can we all go to sleep tonight? Yes, we can.
No.
We're all still
I
friends.
mean, yeah.
Moving on. That was a good suggestion, though. I think it was a
Yeah.
good one.
You know
that
who?
was
You know who truly wins in this discussion? The early 2000s.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
You know who truly wins?
The crowd.
That-
the crowd.
That's
for
a
your-
win. That's a win. That's a win for like 2003, 2004.
Yep.
There you go.
The audience wins for your Gerard impression.
Retro Hot Topic wins forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're not to inspire ourselves.
Man, that wasn't even an impression. That was just from the fucking heart. I love that. So that's one of my favorite fucking My Chemical Romance songs. I adore
Fair
that
enough.
song.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Crash. I'm right there
So-
with you.
From Nitro Edits, cover versus original versus cover. 311's love song versus The Cure's love song.
Oh, dude! Dude!
311 by a landslide.
John, Hannah, if you're listening, you need to come get him right now.
Luke, you
We're
should
good, we're
ban
good.
this person.
I don't want to ban for an
Man,
honest
ooh.
suggestion. Okay, for The Cure, I'm not going to even count 311. For The Cure, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'll give it two.
Oh
It's
yeah,
The Cure.
me too. I'll give
Come
it for
on.
two. Disintegration's one of my favorite albums ever, by the way.
I just
I
reviewed
see
it
why
on the
you should
channel.
ban this person.
But is it weird to think, is this one of 311's better songs, though?
Well, no, because it's The Cure's song.
Yeah, there you go.
You got me there. You do got me there.
Automatically disqualified from being.
I love The Cure. 311 exists. This cover song got airplay. I don't hate 311. I'm just saying that this is a band that exists.
Jacob Sanchez in the chat. Investigate 311.
That's funny.
Anyone? How does 311's cover of Love Song die in the Coliseum?
It gets forgotten righteously by everyone. Everyone should go put on Disintegration.
Yes.
And then pornography.
Yes.
And then Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me just for fun, but yeah.
And Wish
Okay.
because
Spider-Man, it's coming.
And then Blood Flowers, because why not?
Tonight. I want that on. I looked for that on vinyl. I couldn't find it.
Disintegration is
Yeah.
tough to find on vinyl. I almost
Yeah.
pulled the trigger. It was like $250. I was like, I can't.
I can't do that either. Not for that much.
Yeah, that's.
I'd go for
pretty
more.
money.
I'd pay more than standard vinyl price, but not 200, not triple digits. Come on now.
No way.
Yeah.
I
All
have
right.
paid triple digits for vinyl before, and
It hurt. I can't imagine it hurts.
You know,
so.
it's disintegration, man. It's worth it.
When I
It's
get the money-
disintegration.
$100 even, I would go. That I would go
Yeah.
for.
Okay, yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
If I saw it in front of me at the record store and someone had just like put it was right there, someone had traded it in, and it was a used
yeah.
copy, I'd have to snag it.
Yeah. But then I'd have to
Yeah.
slap the person who's trading that in.
Right.
I'm not here to ask questions.
good
I'm here to
point.
get good shit.
exactly.
right, Crash.
There you go.
We don't-
I would
Buy
freak
now,
out. I would go.
later.
Why? I would have the panic moment. Why are you? Did something happen to it? Where was this? Okay. Moving on from Clayton Kelly. Okay, Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box versus Alice in Chains' Man in the Box.
Okay.
Battle of the Box.
I like it.
Battle of the Box.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking
What's
box?
in the box, guys? So, everyone have an answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it surprised people.
All right. Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then Alice in Chains' Man in the Box. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
Mark, go ahead. Yeah, I thought this was interesting too. Mark, you go ahead for Alice in Chains.
Here's the thing. I am a massive Alice in Chains fan, like the first 2 albums. Like that is my shit when it comes to grunge, just for how grisly, borderline metal it is at points. Heart-Shaped Box is in that lane, and it is my shit. Like, the way it builds and the way it leads into what will come from that band is just so powerful. It gets you on a visceral gut level. Ugh,
Yeah.
love it.
And my thing about this too, the guitar riffs alone and the harmonizing.
Yes.
But the guitar is so iconic. That's what you blast. Kick the door down to introduce yourself as a band. That's why I stand this one out a little bit more than Heart-Shaped Box, and I love Heart-Shaped Box too. Don't get me wrong. But also, when one of the first songs, like if you had 3 songs to pick for Alice in Chains, Man in the Box
up
would
there.
be. Yeah, Man in the Box would most likely be one of them. I don't know if Heart-Shaped Box would be a unanimous thing for Nirvana, like everyone, like Man in the Box for Alice in Chains would. That's my argument.
Wouldn't, in my opinion. Like Nirvana's
close,
got other cuts.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say so. I'd say Nirvana's got at least 10 songs I say over like Heart-Shaped Box, and at least for me. But I'm the guy who likes I'm the guy who really likes In Utero. So.
Yeah. But like just for Jerry's delivery on that lane, you can't say enough of. I mean, this was when they were all fire. So on the flip side, John, why don't you go ahead for Heart-Shaped Box?
Heart-Shaped Box is my favorite Nirvana song. So,
Shit.
All right.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's pretty much it. And hey, Alice in Chains is that's one of my top 3 from them. So it's kind of comparing what I feel to be, one of the band's best songs against one of the band's best songs.
Fair.
And I'm with you. I'm with Mark. I love those first 2 Alice in Chains records so much, and the Jar of Flies EP. There's so much great stuff to be mined out of those fields, but Heart-Shaped Box just really, I love Steve Albini's production on that record In Utero, and it's just, I don't know. I know that this might not, for a lot of people, scratch the itch that a lot of the deep cuts do, but, this was just one that I feel was very definitive for them turning over the page from we're not just making Nevermind Part 2.
Right. That's a good argument. And Crash, why does Nevermind Heart-Shaped Box?
Again, I'm kind of building off of John's sentiment here. I love the sort of mission statement that Heart-Shaped Box sort of brought forth with its, again, that was a lead-off single. That was our first taste of In Utero. And, it was them saying, hey, did you like Nevermind? Well, you're not getting Nevermind, so fucking deal with it.
You're going to hate this.
And you know what? They brought it. It was still insanely groove. It was still infectious as all hell. It still had riffs. It was one of the chunkiest Nirvana songs. It's one of the meatiest Nirvana. Well, that isn't like pre-super ultra punk band Nirvana, but it's it's a thick as hell song when it really wants to be. And I
think this is another one where there's no wrong answer, and I'm glad it tried.
And this was close for me. I will admit this was a close battle.
Sure.
Yeah.
Both amazing songs.
So both boxes survive. I'm very happy with that. Good. That was a good suggestion too. I like that one. So good job. Moving on from
Roddy.
Oh, God.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just looking at.
I almost made a really bad joke, and
I'm just looking at the next one.
Let me tuck that in the pocket.
From TV Island, Bang by AJR versus Look Ma, I Made It by Panic at the Disco.
Does that really count for the Rock Coliseum?
I don't know.
It does.
Honestly, we've counted lighter. We've counted lighter too. So yes. Do we want it to count? It's different.
Me weaseling my way out.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay with this one.
I can too. I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I don't like either, by the way. Okay, Bang by AJR. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey, Look Ma, I Made It by Panic at the Disco. 1, 2, 3.
I hate giving a thumbs up.
I do too,
song.
man.
I hate this.
I don't.
I really
the
do
fact
not
that
like
anything
this
got a thumbs up on this on these suggestions, woof. But Mark, since you were the dissenter on this one,
Helena, I Made It might be one of Panic at the Disco's worst ever songs. I thought it was my least favorite hit song of 2019. I think it's one of the worst hit songs of the 2010s. I just find it reprehensible. Knowing what Panic at the Disco was, and then what they eventually wound up being, I get the idea that he's trying to do a parody of this specific style of showmanship, and he's trying to bring forth that, hey, I made it, and look at what made it actually meant. Well, yeah, we saw what it actually meant. You got no other success after this. Like, what does that say? You could have gone on and do so much more.
But they haven't put out anything since then.
I don't care. I don't expect them to get more hits coming off of this. Say what you will about Bang. It's not the worst AJR song.
That's fair.
I agree with.
By any metric. Fair. And I will say this. As much as Bang is so dumb, as much as I hate the production, as much as I hate any song that uses the word rumpus within the first couple of bars, at least it shows...
Band?
At least it shows progression. It shows the fact that they are getting out of their adolescent whinging and they're going on to something that they're going to try to start pretending to be adults. I can't believe that is the lowest fucking bar we have to set, but like...
That dude.
What's your song about? We're pretending to be adults. I don't know why that got me. I'm sorry.
We are in Satan's bomb shelter. With this, with the bar we're working with here. Lil Nas
no,
X
we're not, because then Lil Nas X would be there and be fun.
Yeah, Lil Nas X didn't even slide this deep.
Crash, go ahead.
Again, it's just, if you compared this with almost any other act, maybe I would have... Because, again, I hate this fucking song. It's so self-satisfied. It's celebrating a victory that isn't fucking there. It's not even a good song. It's a terrible,
the production's atrocious.
Production's atrocious. The lyrics are dumb and just it's really the song that signifies, man, Panic at the Disco, we can never have good things again.
No.
It's over. The dream is dead. The dream is probably dead. But like again, even then I am with Mark on a lot of his points. This probably is one of the best AJR songs we've gotten out of them. But again, it's AJR. They are the fact that the best that they can do is pretend to be adults should tell you everything you need to know.
They're trying.
But even their attempts, even them getting good.
Whoa! Hey, wait a second now.
Huge qualifiers on that good. Well, again, it's another instance of this is probably the best AJR is capable of doing, and it still is real bad. It's still this fucking bad.
John, I know you talked about I know you did a live reaction to AJR. I know you've heard Panic at the Disco. Yeah. Why does Panic at the Disco get the thumbs up for this one?
I really don't find that song to be that bad. I mean, it's radio filler for sure, but like I have no qualms with the song, and maybe it's just that I got numb to it due to the fact that my fiance's like favorite band is Panic at the Disco.
AJR.
So
okay,
I hear it a lot.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Hannah. I apologized.
You bet you apologize off the spot right now. That's right. You call her on stream right now.
Hannah.
You have to use the words rumpus and ruckus in the conversation at least twice.
Okay, I'll figure that out.
I'm never going to give AJR a thumbs up, I don't think. So keep trying.
I mean, Panic at the Disco, for Hey Look Ma, I Made It, for how overproduced and just clunky as it is, and clunky is the right word for that song too, how it's made.
Yeah.
But Bang it's just odd to me. I still say with a weird flow. Is flow a right word?
No, I mean, it doesn't have much of a flow.
And also, I'll take
bass.
I'll take generic warm tapioca lyric writing from Panic at the Disco over Rumpus. So that's it.
Now, I will say this. Part of my impression of Bang is that it was incorporated in a remix of songs from 2020 that I actually really, really like. And the usage of that song kind of slapped in that remix.
What's the remix by AJR?
No, not at all.
Someone else,
like,
it
was a mashup of
okay.
It was a mashup of like 80 different songs, and it was in a passage that went alongside like Cardigan by Taylor Swift, Lemonade by Internet Money. It was blended with Blinding Lights and Physical by Dua Lipa. Like the blend was phenomenal.
Why was Bang there?
Because it was popular.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like John is right. It was popular at that moment, and honestly, it was the best possible interpretation I've seen of it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
So when you smother the song in so many other that it basically suffocate, then it becomes a good song.
You gotta
when you cut AJR out of the picture, then it becomes okay.
Like I would agree with you, except for the fact that the point that actually is AJR, it's the twisted thing with a lot of mashups, and I believe this is that if a song works well in a mashup, there is something to it.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
At the very least, it shows that the mashup artist can actually discover something that the rest of us couldn't, and that's just admirable in and of itself.
Something that even the band didn't hear.
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
No, that's understandable.
All right, fair enough.
Bang does die in the Coliseum. How do we eviscerate?
Bang, bang, bang. Here we go.
Overdosed on Bang energy drinks.
Ew.
Oh, see, I like that. I like that because that's
gross. It's
that's
fun.
cruel.
And they're young little kids trying to be adults, so they're trying to drink the Bang.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know they're hyped up on it anyways.
Yeah, fair. Okay, fair. All right, moving on. Da-da-da-da. Let me get my pad here.
Why did AJR get played on alternative stations?
They are in St. Louis too. They are.
Why?
You'll hear Metallica, and then you'll hear like old.
And here's Bang by AJR.
Yes. I don't have.
That was For Whom the Bell Tolls. Now here's Bummerland.
Not For Whom the Bell Tolls on the alternative station, but they'll play Enter Sandman and stuff, and nothing else matters. So from Devin Sterling. Oh, Devin. Speaking of people, I might have to ban.
Devin, what did you do? What did you do, Devin?
Also, in parentheses, it says impression, please.
Oh no.
Stained. It's Been a While versus Puddle of Mud's Blurry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This
sounds pretty easy for me.
I guess.
This is actually kind of easy.
I just don't like both of these names and songs being associated with my channel, but whatever. Okay.
Could be worse.
I guess. Yes. Stained. Very true. Been a While. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay.
And for Blurry, Puddle of Mud. 1, 2, 3.
I know.
Guys, there's no right answer on this one, by the way.
I mean, there isn't really, but
Crash, anything you want to say? We'll keep this one quick. Anything you want to say about Blurry?
Here's the thing. Stained, It's Been a While. It's so dreary. It's so dull. It's so low energy. It's so boring. Blurry at least has some decent production. Like, that's the only reason remembers that first album. Some of the production is okay, and like the harmonic plucked guitar riff on Blurry, I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of
the harmonic guitar is actually one thing that I'll give positive.
That is a nice little riff. That is a nice little riff, making up for that little riff is pulling a lot of freaking weight on that particular song.
Pulling Wes Scantlin.
It's pulling. Yeah, it's pull. Oh man. Okay, John. Anything for Blurry?
I guess I'll repeat what I was just kind of saying. It's kind of I enjoy playing that one on Rock Band. If I ever play Rock Band, it's kind of fun to play. I like the guitar on it. But we're working with a pretty low bar here.
Yes, yeah.
And Crash, I know if it had been the live version featuring Fred Durst, you would have picked It's Been a While.
Again,
or is that outside?
That's outside.
That's outside. Yeah, that's.
No, we need a Fred Durst remix for It's Been a While.
Oh, that's.
Now that they're doing these live streams coming up, that Luke wouldn't publish a what was it? You wouldn't publish.
Oh, we shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say that.
It's okay.
No. Never mind.
It's just.
Yeah. Never mind.
No, I'm just thinking how I want to word this. I've gone on record before that Aaron Lewis is an exceptional guitarist. This song does not have exceptional guitar work, but it's fine. I will say the harmonic guitar in Blurry is better, but Stained is dreary as a crutch. That's their gimmick. That's all they have. So of course they're going to sound that way. And Aaron Lewis sounds at least a little bit better in his flow in It's Been a While. and it actually gives a little bit more of flair after they were giving heavy stuff, as opposed to Wes Scantlin's best performance, which I still think is bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Mark,
that is fair.
And Mark, anything you want to tie?
If I have 8 shots of whiskey in rapid succession, I will sing "It's Been a While" at karaoke, and it's not difficult.
Oh no,
no, it's
not at all. Not at all.
Whereas you could not. Whereas outside of "She Hates Me," which I bizarrely like,
I hate it.
I will not do a Puddle of Mud song at karaoke.
Okay, I would not. I would. If one person, no matter how much I cared about them, was doing karaoke at Puddle of Mud, I would walk out of that building so fast and take my own Uber home.
It's a good way to clear the building.
Yes, so absolutely. It's a fire. Doesn't mean it's good. Not even close. I'm not gonna.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That is the funniest thing anyone said all night. This is brilliant.
All right, guys, who wants to hear Blurry? All right, got my lighter.
No lighters.
Oh,
Biloxi.
So both songs.
Let's move on.
Both songs live.
Oh, that's right. It's a tie. So both songs live.
Whatever.
Both songs live and we all lose.
Yeah, no, I said before, there's no right answer. So moving on. Okay, I just queued this up. This is a good one, and this will make us think. I know we've all heard them too. For recent songs, I'm glad we got some recent stuff on here. From Washing Machine, that's a fun YouTube handle.
Yeah.
Enter Shikari Satellites by Pups Kids.
Oh, not fair.
Oh, not fair at all.
This is the raft, and okay, you two kids, one of you I have to say goodbye to, and I love you both.
Okay, I got it.
By a razor thin, I got it, and it hurts to say a bad thing about the other. Crash and John?
I'm on, I got it, yeah.
Okay. For Enter Shikari, Satellites. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And for Pups Kids, 1, 2, 3.
Like, dude.
I know. This hurts. This one hurts. Yeah, this one's brutal. It is a great suggestion, but guys, Washing Machine. The bad Washing Machine for making us tear up a little on this one. Bad Washing Machine.
Right? Wow. What a choice.
I'll be brief. I love Kids by Pup. That was the first song I ever heard by Pup, by the way. Both these albums were one of my favorite albums of their respective years, 2019 and 2020. Satellites has more significant importance for the movement that it's done, for the culture that it has. I mean, that is impactful for someone that I can't even relate to and even that hit me. And I just feel that when it finally gets the big moments, I think it could be love. And just hearing that, like, soaring through the visual imagery and the lyrics, I love everything, the electronic side of it with the keyboards and the electronic and the guitars. And I love Kids, but I have to give it to Enter Satellite, Kids by Pup. I love the song, but still, by a razor-thin margin, I go for Satellites, and I do not begrudge you guys for voting for Kids in any way. I get it. So, Mark, you want to go for Kids?
Both songs made my year-end list of my favorite songs of 2019 and 2020. Satellites is fantastic. I think as someone for which it does have personal resonance, yeah. Like, it works. And I'm not an Enter Shikari fan by any measure, and it is that good. It transcended that for me. But Kids is, like, I've seen Pup live.
Yeah, I have.
I've seen Pups go from the 1-2 punch of opening with morbid stuff and then going into Kids.
Aww.
It's insane.
That's awesome.
Like, it's insane. And then they go to If This Tour Doesn't Kill Me. That's the third one they go into. And it slaps so hard.
That's
the
cool.
pit is so good. And like, I can't vote against that. And ultimately, if I'm going to judge it by anything, Kids was slightly higher on my 2019 list than Satellites was on my 2020 list.
Personal ranking.
So I have some. I can point to data as much as that matters. Music opinions is subjective.
Again, you will not hear an argument from me on any of this. So, John, why don't you go for Kids?
I mean, dude, once the chorus kicks in on that one, and I don't care about nothing but you. It's just so catchy, man. That entire song. It's just such a good, like Mark said, live. What an experience. Yeah. What an experience, man. That is And it's I think pop songs lend themselves even better to a live setting.
They do.
You know, like it's
sure.
maybe it's not fair to judge it based on that, knowing how they pop off in a live setting. But yeah, as much as I do love Satellites, that was my favorite song on the Shikari album.
Yeah,
same.
Mine too.
Gotta give it a kiss.
And Crash for kids.
Again, it's so razor thin. It's just like, it's not even fair. Again, this is affects personally. Like, yeah, God, I feel that.
I mean, it got to me, and it doesn't affect me, and I'm like, man, that's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, God, I feel it. I feel it so much. I hate to admit it, but it's probably just album bias getting in the way for me. I wasn't as hot on that Enter Shikari album. I'm that weird. Okay. There's no hope for me.
That's fair.
know?
And you know what? That's fair because I did like the album overall more, but I love I have Pup's Morbid stuff on vinyl though. So But I get it. So I'll let you three decide. I get to kick my foot up. How do you guys want to kill Satellites by Enter Shikari?
I don't.
Well, then you should have. Well, then one of you should have voted differently. Now, shouldn't you?
This is some morbid stuff, man.
Oh. I'm free at last. I don't have to vote on this one. Hey, I can do it too.
At least we're not high-fiving every shithead on Queen Street.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all are grounded.
The funny thing is, I actually live a couple blocks away from. I live a couple blocks away from Queen Street. I can make that reference.
There you go. So Satellites, do they just crash out of orbit?
It was knocked out of orbit.
Okay.
Yeah.
They thought it could be love, but it wasn't.
Poetic. Very
Let's
fair.
move on.
Very fair.
Yeah.
From Brandon Barenfeld, Def Leppard, Photograph versus Pour Some Sugar on Me, both Def Leppard songs. Photograph versus Pour Some Sugar on Me.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know when the last time I heard Photograph is, so.
Okay.
Kind of same.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I could answer that.
We'll do this one quick. I can do it too. Very, very quick. Yeah. Photograph. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I like Photograph.
Yeah, I like Photograph from Def Leppard. It's a catchy song. And Pour Some Sugar on Me really is one hook. And
it's a good hook.
It's a great hook, but still, it's one hook.
It's a little repetitive. It's a little repetitive.
It's no cherry pie, but still.
Oh, you had to bring that up.
That was Warrant, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was Warrant.
It was Warrant.
Yeah, that was Warrant.
Dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking.
Yeah. Chunky.
Hey, that's my line.
I know it is. I know.
It's so weird hearing you say it, though.
What, chunky? That's different. So.
Oh, we got that's the best impression of the night, right?
Oh, my impression of Crash?
Your impression
of you impersonating Warrant. Got it. Okay, I got one. Okay, fair enough. So Photograph wins that one. Pour Some Sugar on Me has to go to, what is it called? Aspartame? Aspartame. Thank you.
Aspartame.
Yeah. Stevia. Pour some stevia on me. Weird. Moving on. Right. Okay. From Alexander. Oh, I'm going to botch this last name. I apologize. Sulebhane. Alexander. Thank you, Alexander. Blink-182's First Date versus Green Day's Waiting.
Oh, come on.
Come on now.
Going for the
Come
pop
on now.
Yep. So.
I got an answer.
I got an answer, too.
I got an answer. Hell yeah, I got
I got an underrated answer.
For Blink-182's First Date. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
That surprises me too. Green Day's Waiting. 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
not even close.
Yeah.
Blink-182 did much better. If it was a different song, maybe it would be a more closer.
Well, see, I am a Warning stan. I love Warning to death. So it's
came out on my birthday.
Yeah.
Y'all are sleeping on it, man. That was the last one before American Idiot. People forget about it. It's called In Between.
Yeah, I don't know. That album gets a lot of unfair hate. It really does, and it does not deserve it. It is very interesting.
It's more eclectic. It's more mellow in spots. Like, I like those elements. There's a lot of interesting stuff on Warning.
Absolutely.
I think Waiting's one of their best songs. I'm just gonna come out and say I love the acoustic guitars on that one to start. I think it's very I don't know, it's different for Green Day. That's what people had a problem with Warning in general, but it still absolutely felt like them.
It wouldn't be my go-to off the album, but I respect it. My go-to off the album is Misery, so...
Mine's Minority.
Hey, great.
So.
Great choice.
Mine's Minority, so...
Mine's Minority. I also love Macy's Day Parade. That's what. That's everyone forgets Macy's Day Parade, and they shouldn't. That's a good one.
So
that's another one with acoustics on it. I like it.
Yeah.
So First Date. How does First Date die?
They don't get a second.
Yeah.
Blink-182 were down bad.
Yeah.
Blocked on Tinder.
Yeah, I was gonna say swipe left. Swiped left. Yeah.
In the year 2000.
From Tim Randall, Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun versus Audioslave's Like a Stone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This one's a little harder for me because this is Chris Cornell. You can see him. Yeah. I got an answer.
I do too.
All right.
I have one.
Okay.
I have one.
It's close for me, so.
It is for me too, I won't lie, but.
For Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
What?
Really?
What? Okay. Oh, that surprises me, and I'm not even voting for it. What the hell?
Yep.
Okay.
And Like a Stone.
It's
1,
close.
2, 3.
See, I thought I was going to be the dark horse on this. I was like, really? Okay.
I'm a big Chris Cornell fan, as you can tell. I think the big difference for me is the music along with Chris's voice, and I get that more in Like a Stone as it builds up and surrounds him a little bit better. And I love Black Hole Sun, but Like a Stone I can listen to 100 times in a row and not get tired of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I have really to go on. That's close. It's that close for me.
The build up in that song is incredible, I think, and there's so much payoff and release of tension. As much as I love Black Hole Sun, I mean, obviously, like one of their most well-loved, most popular, most any way you spin it. If you think Chris Cornell, you're probably thinking about Black Hole Sun, but a lot of people kind of, I think, sleep on Audioslave to a degree. They see it as just an inferior Soundgarden, and there were a lot.
And it's not even close. It's a totally different band, and that's what hurts me. Yeah.
I mean, Tom Morello's in the band. Come on.
Crash, and then we'll let Mark get his frustration out on us.
The thing is, I for me this was tough because I get again, Black Hole Sun. I would argue kind of the exact opposite. Black Hole Sun has the better instrumentation. Soloing going on in there is crazy. Like that has the best instrumentation overall.
See, I disagree with that.
And again, I like Black Hole Sun more lyrically, I will admit. It's got a much better sort of theme going on. The thing that pushes it just slightly over the edge for me are Cornell's vocals. Yeah. On Like a Stone, he is selling it. And not that he's not selling it on Black Hole Sun. There are a lot more slower and sludgier moments, which I get is the point. I know it's the point. I know that's the point of that song, but Like a Stone, the way it crescendos, the way he brings it all up at the end, those last few notes, when he really brings it home, like a stone away. He goes like full soul performance with it, and that just barely pushes it over the edge for me. Again, yeah.
So, Mark, are we still friends?
We are. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not the hugest Soundgarden fan.
Fair.
Super Unknown is an extremely solid album, but I wouldn't call it a classic. That's just me on that.
It's not my favorite
note.
Soundgarden album. People don't realize that either.
It's got some black spots on it. It really does.
Exactly. And I love Black Hole Sun because coming off that album, I think it really connects well. I think it's probably one of the better elements of what Soundgarden can do well. Here's the thing. I'm not really an Audioslave fan, and I never have been.
It's a totally different band. That's fine. Yeah.
And that's the thing. I went back into. I remember when Crash did his worst Pitchfork reviews, I remember he talked about Audioslave. Yeah. And you made some valid points, but I'm like, I didn't love that Audioslave album.
It's okay. It's okay.
And there are songs on that album, Like a Stone would not be the one I would go to. I think The Mountain is better. I think there are songs like that I would go to off that project before Like a Stone. And comparing it to Black Hole Sun doesn't really make sense to me. Plus, I'm also sitting in the back seat here. I'm like, the Weird Al version of Black Hole Sun, from what he incorporated, was just amazing. So I win.
Weird Al does trump a lot of our votes in the Rock Coliseum, to be fair.
Exactly.
I forgot about the Weird Al factor here, so yeah.
I'm not changing my vote. I'm just saying Weird Al does
too
Weird
late.
Al will always have, if we ever have a fifth person, it'll be Weird Al.
Doesn't matter. I win.
It'll be a Weird Al.
We'll get Weird Al on here, guys. I promise.
Could you imagine that? That would be really fun.
I know.
would-
I wouldn't be able to stop standing. I'd be like, yeah, super chance, blah, blah, blah. Weird Al's here, guys.
Just keep introducing him every 30 seconds.
Yeah. What
Weird Al's with us on
else
stream
would I do?
tonight.
What else would I do?
Can't blame you.
I'm not killing either song. You can't make me.
No, I'm fine with that.
Nah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Besides, you try to kill a black hole sun, it swallows all of you.
Yeah, this whole galaxy would just evaporate. So, from Gunter Gutermuth, interesting. Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand versus Paralyzer by Finger 11.
Not even
This
close.
is easy. For me, this is easy.
Yeah, this is easy too.
I think I know where Mark's going with this, too.
I
I think I know where we're all going with this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got my
I don't know.
answers too. All right.
I've got an answer, but I think I
Okay.
don't know.
All right, for Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I was wrong.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I love Paralyzer. That is a song I will do at karaoke, but at the same time, it's not even the same genre. Like,
No,
Franz
it's
Ferdinand
close.
is indie rock. Like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really, it's more new wave-ish,
more
if
much
anything.
alternative,
Paralyzer is
That's
Paralyzer
bordering
is-
pop rock. Bordering.
Paralyzer's not.
It's pop rock with like new metal dashed into it. It's
Finger
weird.
11
with that groove section for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Finger 11 had the best example of an identity crisis of any band I've ever heard in my life.
Yes,
When you go back to
absolutely.
the first two Finger 11 albums, I think are fantastic.
They
and
are.
You go from
They really
standard
are.
rock to deep new metal to I don't know what we're doing. Here's the song One Thing. And then the next album, here's Paralyzer because I don't know. They're all over the map. But
The thing
Yeah.
is, Paralyzer was such a huge hit in
it
Canada.
was. No, it was,
It was here, too.
It made the,
I don't know how that song
Well,
got so
it
big.
was
No,
a
the
big
album-
damn deal.
No, the album went platinum for Finger 11 in the U.S. That album.
Yeah.
And that album was
it
not good.
Bigger up here.
and it was still
Oh, I'm
bigger
sure,
up there.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm sure.
They're Canadian, aren't they?
They're
are.
Canadian.
They are.
Yes.
But like this was also an era which I was listening to a lot of rock radio. So this was alongside with like Billy Talent, and
Yep.
this was alongside with early Marianas Trench. Like
Yeah.
this was Canadian rock radio at kind of a decent time. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yes,
No-
yeah.
no joke.
Remember the days. You remember
I was-
the good times.
I was watching Much Music back then. You guys were,
I
you
didn't
guys were
get
doing okay.
I didn't get much. I missed out. So,
I lucked out.
but
man.
yeah,
Oof.
I had a friend that got it. I would watch it over
the
there.
guitar, the delivery for "Take Me Out," hands down. I mean,
Yeah,
tough
it's not
competition
close.
too.
Not
Tough
even
competition.
close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Not
your
the
ass
best,
off.
not the best Franz Ferdinand album. I will always stick up
Really?
for "You Get What You Give" as their better one.
See, I'm not as big on Franz Ferdinand knowing the whole discography and that stuff. I don't know.
Wait, you get what you give?
Yeah, their sophomore album.
You could have it so much better?
Oh, sorry, my mistake. You could have it so much better. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
You were
okay,
talking
okay.
about the New Radicals, which is a great
yeah.
band from the late 90s.
Yeah, that was,
If I could
my-
talk
my
about this
mistake.
for a little
Wires
bit.
got crossed there.
If I could talk
You
for
can have
New
so much better,
Radicals
yeah.
about for a few
The sophomore
minutes.
album, I think, is their best
I'm
album.
with you,
My
Mark. That's
mistake.
their best. I'm with
Okay.
you. I'm with
Yeah.
you.
I think Mark just died due to Franz Ferdinand stands coming after him for that mistake.
No, those stands do not exist, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Because I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan of them, and I put their album "Right Thoughts, Right Words, Right Action" on my top 100 albums of the 2010s, and I stand by that.
Yeah.
I wish they had more stands because
That would've helped them.
Sparks, and it was incredible.
Were they big? Were they much bigger in Europe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Tough to
That's
say.
why I'm asking. I don't know the answer on that one. So
It's tough to say. I don't think the band has ever gotten their fair share of cred.
Okay.
They're more well known for their singles instead of their albums, and I think that's a mistake in my part. But I also think they're a band kind of out of time. I think they're a band that belongs in the late 70s.
okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Darkness.
Yeah.
This belongs in the 80s. I'd say you put Franz Ferdinand alongside with Elvis Costello.
Yeah,
and
I get what you're saying.
X or Wire or Axe in that lane. Maybe even a bit of Adam Ant as well. Like,
okay,
they belong in some post-punk genre. I'm just not sure which.
yeah,
like they belong in the same. They belong in the same post-punk genre that Parquet Quartz does.
Yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Bam, bang on.
Fair enough. So, how does Paralyzer die?
It gets struck by you.
Because it was standing still.
Your body. That's what I can do.
Man,
I know
we are drawing from the pun well so much this Coliseum.
You got me doing it. I don't like doing it.
It's bountiful. Why are you complaining?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Why stop drawing?
From Katie Weber, Shinedown, Sound of Madness versus Shinedown's Fly from the Inside.
I'm going to recuse myself from this.
Sure.
Okay. Sound of Madness versus
Fly from the Inside.
Man,
Okay.
Both
I haven't heard
Shinedown.
those in a while. Yeah, okay.
I got an answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound of Madness. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Fly from the Inside. 1, 2, 3. Fly from the Inside. How come?
I don't know. I'm not like head over heels for either song, but I mean, I think that was on their first album, wasn't it?
First album.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Yeah, Fly from the Inside. Yeah, I don't know. I like Brent's vocals on that track a lot, and not that I don't like. I think Sound of Madness. It's like one of those things. If you're in a very specific type of mood where you're just a little bit pissed off, it's just dumb enough but angry enough to get the job done. But I think I would come back to probably Fly from the Inside a little bit more often. So
Okay. Fair enough, Crash.
I have kind of a special spot for Fly from the Inside. That was a song that got me into Shinedown. Like, that was one of the band really, really cool. So I got love for that song. This was kind of a tough choice for me, but Sound of Madness, I don't know, man. The first Shinedown record is really rough in places. It's got a lot of like really patchy moments, and the lyricism is really bad.
First two, in my opinion.
Yeah, the lyrics really do not hold up well. Sound of Madness, even though it's dumb and kind of Neanderthal fun, that's kind of why I like it. It's just so OTP and so just Hungar punch thing. Rawr. I can get down with that.
Who's Hungar?
I don't know. That was the first fucking thing that popped into my head.
Oh, no. Hungar. Hungar angry.
I remember the sound of Hungar. Oh no. You don't know.
While you're doing the M from YMCA.
Hungar.
Oh, so really quick, you touched on a great point. The first two Shinedown albums, not that great, really unpolished, refined. A lot of things need to be worked out. But when that was the album, The Sound of Madness, from that self-titled, that's when things really kicked up and Shinedown figured it out. New band members, everything was on fire. Sound of Madness, the song is like perfect stadium rock Shinedown. And I think that's why I like it more than Fly from the Inside. That's where you go when you want to chant along with something and scream your head off. Fly from the Inside has that delivery, but not through the whole song. The Sound of Madness does. And plus, I'm biased. That's my favorite Shinedown album. Gretchen and I did a tier list discography video, by the way, on all the Shinedown albums, if you guys want to check that out. Shameless plug. We got a few minutes left. You guys want to go really fast?
Let's do a lightning round.
Lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make it happen.
Lightning round. Yeah, we really appreciate all these guys. We're going to go through as many as you can. And again, we will do all of them on the document. So now we're going to do let's do a like spike. Someone just said it, guys. If you can hit the like button, if you haven't already, please do so. We're almost to 300. That would be huge if we can hit 300.
We are so close, people. Come on.
You got Hungar. What else do you want? What else could you want from us?
Do it for Hungar.
Do it for Hungar.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah. I'm dieting. I am too. Ugh. All right. From Clayton Kelly, Modest Mouse, Float On versus Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out. Another Take Me Out.
Another lightning round.
Okay. Everyone have an opinion?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, Modest Mouse, Float On. 1, 2, 3.
If you watch my show, you know the answer to it.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
Sorry, Franz.
Sorry, Franz Ferdinand. So from Jennifer West, Green Day, Holiday versus Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Okay.
I got this one too.
I did too.
Yeah.
Same.
For Holiday. 1, 2, 3. I kind of
Really?
I figured that actually would be what it was. So
That warms my heart a little bit. That's my favorite song of all time.
Is it?
So
Yeah.
Boulevard.
it's just that high.
Boulevard,
It's that high up there for me for Boulevard. That's iconic.
Yeah.
That's iconic Green Day.
It's
Yeah.
also aged better than Holiday.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Fair. Okay. From Outright Misfit, All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix versus Johnny Cash's Hurts, cover versus cover.
Apples and oranges.
It is
Okay.
very
Yeah.
We're just doing the thumbs
Great
up and thumbs
covers,
down on.
but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix. 1, 2, 3.
See, I hate that I can't.
Yeah, I know.
hate that
That's
I
one of my
can't, but I
favorite
can't.
all-time covers too. But you're not topping.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash for Hurt. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no,
come on.
man. Just
Not
God.
even close.
All
Sorry.
my love to Hendrix, but I just can't do.
Yeah.
Yep.
From Dayton Hamilton, My Chemical Romance's Welcome to the Black Parade versus Panic at the Disco's I Write Sins, Not Tragedies.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, so for My Chem, 1, 2, 3.
You put it in the Black Parade again.
Yeah,
It's like
it's so
man,
hard.
but
to
I-
fight.
National Anthem.
Yeah.
A thumbs up.
Yeah,
Let me say that.
so hard to fight. It's hard to
that was
fight one.
That was Glass Joe versus Mike Tyson.
Going to the punch
I
out.
still like I Write Sense for the record, but
Okay.
yeah.
From Seth Kapish, Radiohead, Karma Police versus Radiohead, No Surprises.
Damn you! Damn you!
That's a fair one. That's,
Okay.
Oh,
Is Hungar okay?
Hungar will live.
All right. Good thing this could be a discussion point, but we'll move fast. We'll try to move fast.
We got
That'll
Could
be
be.
fast. That'll be easier though. That'll be easier because we're going faster. Karma Police. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, I'm not high enough.
Really? Okay. I guess I'm the odd one out.
And No Surprises. 1, 2, 3.
I know there's a much longer discussion we can
There is.
Yeah.
To be
have time.
fair.
We don't have time. I'm sorry.
So
Love No Surprises though.
Save
Yeah.
that for next time.
yeah.
Save that for next time. That would be a good one.
From Devin Sterling, Metallica's 1 versus Megadeth's Sweating Bullets.
Again, not fair.
No,
I don't
it's
think,
not.
but okay.
Not at
No,
all.
not fair.
Metallica, 1, 2, 3.
Maybe if you'd picked another Metallica
Hard,
song, man. But
hard thumbs up on this one. Over Sweating
yeah.
Bullets?
Sweating Bullets. Hello, me. I mean, really? Okay.
How does the song open up, Crash? I don't remember.
Hello, me. Meet the real me.
Oh my god.
My name is Hungar, and I do banger.
Hungar, I didn't know you were a Megadeth fan.
Hungar would be a Megadeth fan.
Hungar.
He would.
Oh.
He totally
Does Hungar
would.
watch Fox News as diligently as Dave Mustaine?
Oh.
And
No,
I'm
he would stand Mastodon's remission over Crack the Sky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
As a
100%.
Megadeth fan, it's every joke you guys make is warranted and earned. Oh, Dave, what do you
Yeah.
do? What are you doing, Dave? Okay,
Let's keep moving.
from Jack Fleming, Beastie Boys, Fight for Your Right versus No Sleep Till, Brooklyn.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For me, this is easy.
this is easy for me
Same.
too. So, Fight for Your Right. 1, 2, 3.
Not hating.
Not hating, but
Not
still.
hating, but
The joke song for something that punchy and strong and No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Come on now.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn's a different level.
It is. It's
Yeah.
different city, different ballpark, whatever, however you want to say it. So
Nice.
yeah, there you go. So let me scroll down back here. I gotta move this over. Da-da-da-da. Okay,
Oh,
this
no.
is
Good
this
discussion.
is it's a dumb one, but it is pretty funny. It got a chuckle out of me. From Free Brick Productions, Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit versus Weird Al's Smells Like Nirvana. I got a chuckle out of me, so I had to read it.
Can't put a parody above the original.
I know
can't,
it's
you
not
can't.
fair, but it was worth reading out loud, guys. Come on, how could I
Yeah.
not?
True.
Do we even want both
sure.
thumbs up? Both thumbs up. That's what I'm doing.
You know what? Yeah.
You both get a thumbs up.
There you go.
I just love how that's gonna near the end. That's what I landed on.
We should have one at the end that actually gives us something to talk about, though.
Yes.
There you
Well,
go.
okay.
I'm sure. End on a big one.
I agree. Da-da-da-da-da. Let me go here. Let me see if I can find a good one to end on. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
fair. For sure.
That's a trope. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Da-da-da-da. I am never doing that one. Da-da-da-da. And well, I mean, I say that we are going to do that one on the super chat document. So what do I know?
Documentation.
Yeah. No.
I'm sure we'll all throw our sass.
Oh yeah, guys, if you give us dumb, fun stuff in there, we'll respond accordingly.
I mean, y'all, you should see some of the way we have slammed people on that doc.
If you're kind to us, we will call it out. If you're an idiot to us, we have no problem of pointing it out.
Someone got so mad at us one time for giving sarcastic responses. They were like, I can't believe that they would give a sarcastic response, and it's like,
have you watched the show? Have you watched the live stream?
I had fun tearing that guy. I had fun.
Whatever.
That was a blast.
Whatever. All right, this is a fair one.
Okay.
Not quite.
Okay.
This is classic rock. Not quite in the same fields, but these are iconic songs for each respective artist. Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here" from Gunter Gutermuth, excuse me. Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here" versus Elton John's "Rocket Man."
Oh.
For me, this is easy. I've got an easy answer to this.
Not for me, and these are not.
For me.
This is not the fairest comparison either.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But if this is the final one, I think this is a good final one to end on.
There's some discussion to be had. For sure.
For Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here," 1, 2, 3. Boom!
Oh, everybody!
I did not expect that one bit.
Well, all right.
"Wish You Were Here." "Wish You Were Here" is my favorite Pink Floyd album.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
would you understand what's going on with Sid at the time when they did that? It's like, it's not just rip your heart out. It's throw it on the ground, stomp on it, and make salsa. And it's so beautifully performed, and it's such a not only a tribute, but it's so relatable to real life. If you've ever lost someone, ever. I love Rocket Man. I mean, Elton John is fantastic. It's not the same distinction though of songs. "Wish You Were Here" transcends time. Elton John is a fun song.
Yeah.
I get tired of Rocket Man. I don't get tired of "Wish You Were Here." You know what I mean?
There you
I
go.
agree.
Yeah.
It's just one of those songs that I don't think emotion even does it justice to call it an emotional song for "Wish You Were Here." You know, it goes beyond that so much. It's absolutely one of their best. So I got it. And I thought Miley Cyrus did a really nice cover of it last year during quarantine.
I saw that. It was actually pretty legit.
I did not hear that, but Miley Cyrus is doing pretty good with her rock covers.
She's killing it.
She's doing good.
Yeah.
So
her last album was way better than it.
Yeah,
it was
I
great.
agree.
Mark, how come "Wish You Were Here"?
It's not a contest
For you, yeah.
Yeah, not even.
Like Rocket Man's a good song, but "Wish You Were Here" is on a different level. Like, again, it feels weird to compare them.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, they are defining classic rock songs for each artist, but still, it's
but it's a different level of emotion. I feel like "Wish You Were Here" is on a different. It cuts to a different place. Yeah. Whereas Rocket Man is just Rocket Man is a transcendent song, but it's not going to hit me ever as hard as Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it won't.
It's a different mood. It's a different kind of level of emotion on here. Like it's apples and oranges. They don't even really compare.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Can we all just point out how I like I said, I made my video on "Wish You Were Here," and as much as I love Elton, like in my mind, you cannot top "Wish You Were Here."
No.
On that sense. So
that whole album is just
Albums come around as being like the more celebrated Pink Floyd album that you don't go to immediately instead of "Dark Side of the Moon."
Yeah.
Or even "The Wall." Wall, yeah.
It's not talked about as much as The Wall either. But at the same time, like once you hear it, it never leaves you.
Yeah.
Never.
Yep.
So that was a nice way to end it. And I feel, and I'm being honest when I say this, this was one of the best experiments we've had with Rock Coliseum.
I agree with that.
I agree.
But
I was to say this turned out well. We got a lot of great discussion out of it.
We did. Like I was talking to these guys beforehand, like right before we went live, because I saw some of the super chats. Like 85-90% of them were serious, good suggestions, and these were. You know, you know, I cannot argue most of these guys. The audience makes these, and now that we've done enough of these, the audience that stays here is proving they're going to keep making these good. So there are. I just got to. Okay, now that people are starting to bow out a little bit, we have well over 300 likes. Thank you so much, Hungar. Thanks you very much. So. I'm going to let you guys plug anything you want right now, and we'll end with John because you have the last thing because you got something else. So, Mark, anything you would like to plug?
At the moment, I will say I got a new episode of Billboard Breakdown that is up on my side channel. On my main channel, I have a new solo album review of the new Sundays project, Inner Coasts. I think that album's going to get slept on by a lot of people. It is some truly beautiful indie folk. I would argue that it's more accessible and more rock leaning than their last project, and it's getting slept on by way too many people. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Outside of that, just doing my own thing. I got the next episode On the Pulse probably dropping some point this weekend, maybe a bit later.
Okay. Crash, I know you got a potential live stream coming up.
I've got a lot of stuff to plug. I'll try to be quick. I'm
sure you're fine.
But on the channel proper right now, Monday, I uploaded the Bad Album Covers Volume 5, just a video where we go over a bunch of bad album covers. That's a lot of fun. Feel free to check that out. That's new. Sometime within the next probably next week sometime, we're going to be doing a live stream. I will be putting a vote in my producer's poll over on Patreon as to what kind of live stream we will have. But a live stream coming up. What else? FIMI. The first FIMI for Q1 is also going to be happening hopefully sometime this month, sometime after the live stream.
Yep.
But yep, FIMI. It's FIMI season, so we got our first FIMI for 2021. Oh, I'm gonna need some good suggestions for this. Not gonna lie, neither here nor there, but next FIMI and
Crash, you can just listen to me. I have so much to offer you.
Tuesdays? Tuesdays? Was that the name of it?
Tuesdays.
Sundays, goddammit.
Mark, I can't give you all 4 spots, no matter how much you pay. Or at least I'm going to charge you way too much.
I can give you 8 to 10.
At least that way you know they wouldn't be troll ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That way you wouldn't deal with the Florida-Georgia line or AJR.
You got to do Florida-Georgia line.
It could happen.
I didn't even cover that. Thank God.
It could happen.
I'll be very quick. Just this yesterday, I released a fun little video that wrestling fans might like. 5 rock stars that would make great pro wrestlers. I see a lot of wrestling fans liking it. Please share that video out if you enjoyed it, because WrestleMania season is upon us, and I'm hoping this is the long push. I knew my viewers may not be as into it because they don't know wrestling. I'm hoping the wrestling crowd attaches to this one as WrestleMania comes closer next weekend. So, and I have a part 2 coming, the flip side, 5 rock stars that would make great face wrestlers, good guys in the wrestling. Along with that,
did you get your guest star to come in for the face side as well?
I'm still, the thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to have a guest star for the faces unless I did the same person, and he'd be up for it, but I don't want to bother him. But for those of you who have not seen, I have a special cameo in 5 rock stars that would make great heel wrestlers. Please check that out. And really quickly, we'll ask this right now before John, because you have the big thing coming right after this. Crash and myself both have TikTok now.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, I actually just posted my first videos on TikTok.
You cut out. Can you say that again? You cut out.
I literally posted my first TikTok 30 minutes before we did this. Okay. So
at Crash Thompson.
At Crash Thompson XO, same handle as everything else.
Yep.
It's gonna get really stupid and memey and gay and just so much. I shouldn't have thrown in that last bit at the end, but yeah.
I caught myself. I caught it in time. So, but at the same time, it's going to be just for something stupid. I'm going to have an ongoing series called The Poetry of Rock on TikTok, and it's as dumb as it sounds. So
that was really fun. That was really funny.
That was good, man.
I'm going to keep doing those, and it's just for something fun. And TikTok at RocksNet, just like the Twitter and Facebook handles, so please check that out. I got 2 videos up there right now. I have be making my third soon enough, another Poetry of Rock. And John, the time is now yours for your big video coming.
So, immediately after this, so as in like 4 minutes from now, I am premiering Deftones Ranked. So every album from worst to best, I'll be in the live chat the whole time. Yep. So consider this the raid feature without YouTube actually having the raid feature like Twitch does. But if you want to come over to the video right after this stream ends.
Do you have the link? Can you post the link in the chat right now?
Yeah, I got you. I already typed it out. I will hit enter right now. There we go.
Everyone, if you want a little after party and you love Deftones, this is exactly where to go. You can talk about Deftones all you want.
Yep.
Hit that.
Crash, you're a pretty big Deftones guy, aren't you? I know.
I'm a big Deftones guy. Hell yeah. I'll jump in for that.
Yep, I'll be there. I'll have it on. So yeah, John just posted that, and I just reposted it too. Guys, after party on John's channel. Thank you guys again. Now, I'm pretty sure Crash has a friend that wants to say goodbye. Is Hungar available to wave goodbye to all the nice people? Because we don't want to say goodbye without saying goodbye to Hungar.
Hungar available, but you not pay Hungar.
Where
Hungar royalty?
Hungar.
Where Hungar royalties?
Hungar, are you happy or are you upset that we're going to be gone for a while?
Hungar, be happy when you pay Hungar.
Hungar, don't be an angry Hungar. Do you want a ham sandwich?
Why is Hungar ripping off Andrew WK?
You know why is WK ripping off Hungar?
Oh. I like Andrew WK. Oh. We're muted. That was a great way to end it.